I post this on YouTube, people are gonna watch it after. Welcome to my live. Thank you for watching it after I went live, y'all. Thank y'all for everyone who's subscribed to my channel, who watches my videos. Y'all, it's been rough for me to do live. I don't know why I cannot commit, but I'm trying to change that in 2026. So I'm trying to go live more, but I try to stop announcing when I'm going live because I feel like it keeps me more accountable with actually going live. Because I feel like as soon as I announce it, then I feel like I got to be on a certain time frame, and that's my problem. Yeah, I think like I really have a hard time with restrictions and rules, which is why I'm my own boss, okay? Because I don't like to be told what to do, when to show up, what time to leave. Like, so I'm gonna try to work on it. Y'all can let me know in the comments if you're watching this back, if there's a specific day you prefer for me to go live and what do you prefer me to talk about. But if you're watching this back, you guys, I am doing an 8-week program, okay? It is a group weight loss coaching program for 8 weeks, for 2 months. So make sure you check it out in the description box, okay? Because it's an early bird special going on right now, and that will be over after the first 10 people register. So if you're not registered, go ahead and join, okay? And everything's gonna be via Zoom, so y'all get to see me over Zoom, for real, for real. And I get to coach you on what to eat, how to work out, how to change your mindset, and things like that. So y'all, right now it's like 4 o'clock here in San Antonio, and I think honestly this is probably the worst time to go live, but we're gonna see. We're gonna see because I was doing my research. Googling what time's the best, and it was technically from like 2 o'clock to 4, but I was at the coffee shop. Y'all, I was at the freaking coffee shop working on, first of all, finishing my book. Y'all, I've been reading, let me show y'all. I've been reading Retire Young, Retire Rich for the longest. Baby, it literally doesn't make any sense. I've been reading this book for like almost a year. And I'm almost done now though. I got this much left. This book, it is like 239 pages. So I'm finally almost done with this book. But I've been at the coffee shop reading. So I was supposed to go live around 2 to 4 o'clock. And now it's after 4. So it's probably a little slow. But hey, to anyone in the live and whoever's watching this back, because I'm going to post it anyways on YouTube. But you can ask me anything in the chat. Hey y'all, welcome in, welcome in. Y'all can ask me anything in the chat. Hey. So y'all, if y'all read the description, okay, or if y'all been in my channel ever before, I'm Joanna, first of all, and I've lost 158 pounds, y'all. I used to be 326 pounds. So I wanted to go on live today so we can talk about weight loss. We can talk about dating, because I feel like I'm like different because I actually talk about dating and how dating is after you lose weight. Favorite nonfiction book, diva. Yes. My favorite nonfiction is gonna be Four Agreements. Four Agreements. I know that's so cliche because everybody likes that book, but I feel like it's an easy read and I always go back to it, and it has like really some solid life advice, you know. And I'm very like, all the books that I read are about like how to develop myself, how to develop my financial growth, how to, like, I'm one of those weird like people. I'm going to be your first like today based off your beauty, your charisma. Thank you. Thank you. Like up the live, y'all. Y'all, I never go live. Like, and every time I do, it's very sporadic. So I've been working on it. So if you can like it, that would be good to get people in here, and comment where y'all from, like what y'all doing on this Sunday. But yeah, I love reading like non-fictional books because I used to have, when I was in high school and junior high school, I used to have a hard time reading books. Baby, they were boring to me. I don't like doing anything boring. And that is why for me, like, I'm an entrepreneur because I do not like being bored. Like, I don't like following rules. I don't like doing the same stuff over and over and over again. And yeah. But when I was in junior high school, my teachers told me I had ADHD. But I'm still not claiming it because I passed the test with flying colors. But they do say people with ADHD, they don't like to stick to one thing and they don't like to pay attention. So What diet did you go on to lose the weight? So, what happened was I lost 50 pounds naturally in the beginning. So, with that, all I did was literally cut down how much I was eating out. People don't understand how much eating fast food and eating at restaurants actually makes people become morbidly obese and obese, because I was morbidly obese. I was eating Chipotle every single day. I was at Starbucks every single morning having a frap, and I was sure having a sandwich, and then going to Chipotle, and then having Cheesecake Factory app. Like, it was ridiculous. Like, without, now that I look back at it, it was really ridiculous. So I just started to slowly cut down how many times I would eat out until I got to being able to only eat out 3 times a week. And I would also work out. And then from there, I actually lost 50 pounds without even like being super healthy. It was just cutting down fast food and working out. And then I ended up losing another 108 pounds on top of that because I had VSG. So I had VSG. So if y'all don't know what that means like they cut your stomach into like a size of a banana. It's a surgery. And so I had to be on a liquid diet. I lost a lot of weight on a liquid diet. I had to follow a strict eating habits after working out. I work out now all the time. I eat right. I have a super healthy lifestyle. I've been maintaining for 3 years now. So I teach people because you really have to, you really have to maintain. Like, you really got to keep doing this. Like, no matter what you do. You are so pretty. Can I get a shout out? My name is Braxton. Please shout me out. Okay, Braxton. Like the live, Braxton. Thank you, though. Yeah, so, yeah, y'all. A lot of people don't understand because people be telling everybody, like, oh, everybody's on Ozempic, da da da. And I have clients, because I'm a weight loss coach, because I got certified in weight loss coaching. And I have clients that are on Ozempic and GLPs, and it doesn't work for them because at the end of the day, it's still about what you eat. If you keep eating junk food and you keep eating out all the time, your tool's gonna have a hard time working because you don't get full off of those type of foods, you know. Can I give you a shout out? Okay, Tucker. Y'all. And I'm posting this on my YouTube actually after I finish this live. I like the live and subscribe. Thank you. Thank you for subscribing, y'all. Because if you could subscribe, go ahead and subscribe too, because your girl is close to 3,000 subscribers. And it's been taking me, y'all, I've been fighting for my life on YouTube. Like, I've been doing YouTube for 6 years, but I'm finally monetized now. Like, I've been monetized now for a year, over a year now. But I've been fighting for my life. And I'm trying to get my 3,000 subscribers. But I also think, like, I be putting like all my content is like kind of mixture. Like, I focus on weight loss, but I also do dating and I also do so many things. Let's see. Thank you. Good vibes, positive, natural face. Looks good and pretty. Thank you. I do got a little makeup on, but pretty natural. I'm pretty natural anyways. You are my favorite YouTuber. I love you so much, Diva. Thank you. Thank you. How long did it take you to become a successful weight loss coach? Okay, successful is a long shot. Like, I'm not gonna say I don't feel like I'm not gonna say I don't feel successful. I feel more successful as a content creator than I do as a weight loss coach, which is why now in 2026 I've been really focused on my weight loss coaching business and like how to market, because marketing is everything. But what I will say is what helped me with my success of getting clients, because I remember at one point I didn't have any clients, was A, showing up on social media, B, hosting workshops. That's what works really good for me. If anybody's in the coaching industry at all, hosting workshops, that is gonna, like, and I suggest charging for your workshops. Because when you make it free, people don't show up as much. If you make them pay, they actually show up and they actually are really working on it and engaged. And actually do those workshops, that's how I got a lot of my clients, because they seen what I got to offer, like the information that I was able to provide them. So that's really what made me more successful in the weight loss coaching. But I got some ways to go. So y'all, I actually do have an 8-week program that I am doing. It is a group weight loss coaching program. So make sure y'all check that out in the community tab and sign up, because right now it's early bird pricing. So make sure y'all check that out. Okay, I'm gonna read the comments, y'all. Sorry. Are you stepping in the ring on Saturday night, like at least for the battle royal, or are you just setting up ring and bumping around during training? What are you talking to somebody else? is could we work on my hip toss? Babes, I don't know. I don't be in nobody ring, baby, at all. I always thought about that. Like, why do people like boxers? You know, they be getting beat up for millions. Will y'all get beat up for millions? Y'all let me know in the comments. Like, they face be reconstructed for like $1 million, $2 million. Is y'all willing to risk that? I don't think so. Like, I'm too petrified for all that. What flavor? I'm not even reading that comment. That is wild. Need your advice on that? Hold up, because I really need help with my hip toss. It looks like crap right now. Every time I watch back tape, I'm sorry, I don't know nothing about none of that. I really don't know nothing about that. Hey, I've been worried about you, Charles. I was thinking about you literally the other day, and my mind, the way it works is I will start being like, oh, I need to reach out to this person. And then I keep thinking about reaching out to the person that I don't. But I was really going to DM you on TikTok because I was like, I have not seen you comment. I have not seen you on my YouTube. Like, that was like, I was like, is he okay? Hey friend, I was just watching your last video and saw that you were live, so I had to jump in. Thank you for coming in, but I was so worried about you. That's how you know, y'all. I really like with my real subscribers that always there. Like, I know who y'all are. Like, I remember y'all usernames. I know who y'all are. So I was getting worried. I was like, "Where's Charles been?" Like, and I was like, "I don't even know if you've been posting on TikTok. How's life been?" Because y'all, I'm a real life person. Like, seriously, like I really care about. So I've been thinking about him. I need to reach out. I need to reach out. But everybody in the chat, where are you guys from? I warn people against keto. It's not as good as social media is making it seem. Yes, because a couple things with keto is the biggest problem with it is it's a diet. And that's what people don't understand about losing weight. You don't want to be on a diet. It's okay to have a lower carb, eating habits where you don't eat as many like carbs. You lower the amount, but you still have carbs because you need carbs for energy, right? People don't understand that. If you're working out, which you should be, you're going to need carbs. So understanding maybe will be lower carbs, complex carbs, like the carbs that are better for you. Keto is very hard to maintain forever. And that's why people have a hard time with keto because they'll start it, they'll start losing all this weight, and then they can't keep up with it when their body's not in ketosis anymore, and then they gain the weight back. So I'm all about like making small adjustments that will in the long run help you lose weight. Like when I first started, like I said, I stopped eating out as much, but I didn't go from eating out 3 times a day every single day to like not eating out. Like, no, I went from like eating out 3 times a day to 1 time a day. Okay, for a good minute, got that under control, and then I brought it down to 4 times a week, and then got that under control. You have to get your problem under control first so that whenever you get to the weight you want to, you can actually keep the weight off. Tacos or pizza? What would you pick for dinner? See, I'm more of a pizza girl. I love pizza. That's the one thing that did not change about me. It's like I love pizza, and now I don't eat meat, y'all. So I don't have nothing I can put in my tacos besides shrimp. But I don't even like shrimp or fish tacos. I don't like shrimp tacos like that. Now I had some real good fish tacos in Mexico before, but yeah, and it's sad because I live in San Antonio. I used to love steak tacos, but now I can't eat steak. Hey, I was gonna ask permission to subscribe. If not, understand it's fine. But like I said, I would like to. Of course, you're allowed to subscribe. I take all the subscribers. All right. Much like you. I've been having weird things going on with the opposite sex, but I'm doing good now, trying to catch up on what I've missed. Okay, I'm glad you're doing better now. And yeah, I don't know. These people, they be a waste of time. Don't even waste your energy. Don't even waste. I don't know, y'all. I became avoidant with this dating life. Like, I don't have the energy to want to debate with nobody, to want to keep a person around if they don't want to be around. But maybe that's a problem for me. maybe I'm a problem because maybe I don't know. Maybe I'll be single for a long time because I don't have no patience. But all I say in 2026, focus on yourself, love yourself, have fun, do all the things that you want to do in your life, and you will thrive. Eating out 4 times a week is crazy. I know I used to eat out freaking 3 times a day. Three times I used to eat out 3 times a day, every single day. But more people do that than you really know. Like most people that are obese or morbidly obese, they eat out almost every single day. Like for real. And people don't even understand, like, if you just cook your meals at home, you already going to lose weight if you coming from a lifestyle of eating out all the time and then working out because the calories that be in this food, it should be illegal. It really should be illegal. Cause the other day I had looked up what is it, like Cheesecake Factory pasta. I used to love that. That pasta is 2,000 calories. You can make protein pasta at home with protein noodles in a lower calorie sauce. Get your protein, still tastes good, and do your thing. Like these places, and it's also because of oil they use. Cause y'all don't be understanding that when y'all be using all that olive oil, vegetable oil, all that stuff, it has hella calories in just 2 tablespoons. So imagine if something's fried. I got some protein for you. I can't. Do you have coin for me? Do you have gifts for me? That's what I like more than I got enough protein in my diet. I got enough protein in my diet. So what y'all been up to in this new year? Do y'all feel like the year is already starting better for y'all? Or do y'all feel like that it just feel like another day? Protein for coin, shake on it. No, babes. This is not for sale. I only take donations. Processed food also makes you more hungry and drink more calories. Yes, processed food definitely makes you more hungry, and it's because it's empty calories, so it doesn't fill you up. And so you keep eating, you can overeat. Actually, that's why some of my clients that I work with that are like on Ozempic and stuff, it doesn't work when they're eating fast food because fast food does not really make you full unless it's like more protein based, heavy protein based. Otherwise, like fries and all that stuff, you're not gonna get full from that. And then yeah, drinking your calories is a lot. Like the crazy thing is when my family was in town for Christmas, everybody like, oh, you got juice in your house, you got soda, da da da. No, I have water. I'm a grown woman. I do not drink juice. Like the only time I'm drinking juice is if I'm mixing it with liquor. That's the only time because I need a chaser. But I don't have juice in my house. Like, but I do have a coffee. I ain't gonna lie to you. I have my coffee every single day. I gotta have my coffee. I don't care. That's the one thing about me. I'm super healthy. I work out, but I gotta have my coffee. You know. You just said, no, I ain't just said. I said you could give a gift if you want. That's the problem with men. They feel like when they do something for you, you gotta do something in return. No, I'm not that type of woman. I'm not. Y'all know the women that be like, oh my gosh, if I let him pay for a date, then he's gonna feel like I owe him something. So, who cares? Like, just don't give him anything. If he gets mad, just move on with your life. And that's on men though, because if you want to go around wasting your money with expectations you're not communicating, that's your problem. For real. Anybody have luck in this live with dating right now? Because I would love to hear some love stories. Is there anyone in this generation that's happily in love? I do know one couple. So I know it exists. I know it exists, but I don't know. I don't know. I know I'm gonna get married though. I like somebody got to be real patient with me. Also, y'all put in the chat what's y'all signs because I really need to know. I'm a Pisces and I believe in that. Oh, y'all, what I did yesterday, which I'm gonna do a little TikTok about. Yesterday, I did a chart for my moon, my sun, and my 10th house. Because your 10th house is supposed to tell you all about where your career is supposed to be. And so I was like, you know what? Let me look this up to see what it's giving. And practically it was giving that I'm very therapeutic. So being a therapist, a counselor, a holistic healer, a creative, okay, an artist, film. So everything that I do, like, duh. I'm like a natural therapist. Like that's what I do with my weight loss coaching. Like I help people through trauma too. Like, which I'm about to do some more podcast episodes, and I might have a man on my podcast soon. I'm super excited because I need men talking more about trauma and healing. Sorry. Okay. I get a lot of attention from women, but I'm very picky and I enjoy rejecting women. Do you think that's bad? Wait. Okay. First of all, you got to explain to me how you reject because I feel like women are not meant for rejection. So I feel like they would be so hurt if they got rejected. I know for me, I'd be crying myself to sleep if I got rejected. But honestly, I don't shoot my shot like that. I shot my shot at one guy the other day, like 2 weeks ago, and I got his number. I felt like a man. Yeah. But I ain't talking to him anyways though. Because yeah, I just reacted and kept going on with my life. I didn't like how his text messaging style was. But if I was to get rejected, I would think about that all day and all night. Men and women are very different. So do women just come up to you and be like, "Oh, you're attractive, that I want to talk to you," or like, how do you go about rejecting these women? Happily married for 10 hours. At first I thought it said 10 years. I'm like, dang, love still exists. 10 hours. What? Oh, I forgot to say I'm from Albany, Georgia. Oh, I didn't know that. And my sign is a Cancer. I did remember you were a Cancer though. I love Cancers. I'm a Pisces. So for me, I feel like, but I love Cancers, but my cousin's a Cancer and she's kind of crazy. Like Cancers are very, very sweet and very, very loyal. Not all of them, but some of them like to tussle. When it comes to their people, or they, some of them, they don't play. But they super sweet. Like they super sweet, but they don't play about their loved ones as they shouldn't. Women try smiling at me and making eye contact all the time, but I always break eye contact intentionally. I feel that, to be honest. And hey to everybody that came in. I feel that because I do the same thing. Like once I know somebody likes me, I know I'm very intuitive. Like I can literally say, I go in the room and I'm like, that man's gonna talk to me. Or if I say, this sounds crazy, but if I say, hey, I want to talk to that guy always ends up coming to talk to me. So what I do now is I will not look at that guy. Even if I know that he's looking at me, I will intentionally not look, but that's just because I'm awkward. It's not because I'm being mean, but it's like I'm awkward, so I don't want to look. Because then when we both make eye contact at the same time, then I gotta break away, like because of my anxiety. Like it's not because I don't want to talk to them. That happened to me the other day, and he ended up coming to talk to me, and he was fine. I ain't gonna lie. My type. My type. But some people say to me that I look like I don't play. Because of that, I think it's because when I don't look at them and I ignore them, they think that I'm really like stuck up or like I look mean. But I'm very, very nice when you talk to me. I put my ass off. That was supposed to say years. Oh, okay. So you really been married for 10 years for real. Cause I was like hours, like you trolling now. But women have told me they never met a fussy man. Surely there's other fussy guys out there. What you mean fussy? Like you like to argue? A fussy man? I need details because I don't talk to enough men. I really want to have more conversations with men, like men that don't like me. You know that sounds weird, but it's like even with my podcast, I've been trying to get so many people, so many men on the podcast so they can talk about their trauma. They could talk about, their dating life and all that stuff. But all the ones that want to go on the podcast be the ones that want to date me. It's like, nah. I want platonic men on the podcast that really, let's see, picky. Oh yeah. A lot of men are really not picky nowadays. But then some of the men, you got to ask yourself, are you picky or are you avoidant? Because that's what I've been trying to learn myself right now. Like, am I being really picky or am I avoiding because I don't want to interact with somebody and I don't want to like go through all the lollygagging and the waste of time? Or is it really that I'm very picky? Because I read this book all about attachment styles and stuff like that. Because I'm all about healing the mind, the body, and the soul. Okay. So I used to be a very anxious attachment style. And now I think I'm kind of like inching into the avoidant. I'm so dumb because I never get when women are attracted or are flirting with me, and somebody else usually has to tell me. That's so sweet. I feel like I was just talking about this the other day, like about how like every man should like go for whoever they want. Because I seen this one TikToker, right? He ended up going viral for the wrong reasons because he had some little meta glasses, and then he was like he goes around recording women, and he be going to get their number and stuff like that. And he be recording them with his meta glasses, and he literally every woman ends up giving him their number or their Instagram or something. Like that. He is like fairly attractive, but I was just like, every man just needs to go after what they want. And the worst thing the woman can say is no, but it's about the natural way of doing it. If you go up and you're like, hey, like let's say if you're out, like, oh, like what are you drinking or what are you eating? And da 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 da. Making a natural, stupid conversation. That's what women like. And a woman likes a man that's sweet and has a personality and funny, all those type of things. So a man, I feel like a man has it easier because a lot of women don't care about looks as much as men think. It's all about how they act and how they treat you. So women might start liking you if you're just sweet and you have a good personality, and then you don't even get it because you're just nice and friendly to them. Men and pussy left hands. Is Don happy in his marriage? Is Don? Who's Don? Are you trying to use my reading abilities right now? Don't let me find out you don't know how to read. All right, anyways, let's see. Moving on. Who are you talking about? Oh, I'm right now I was talking about one of the comments. No, because women are always more interested and intrigued when they can see you aren't gonna be easy. That's crazy because that's a real thing. But those women have like trauma issues. They kind of like when you're uninterested in them. It makes them kind of want to chase, and then when you chase them, it makes them want to be with you. So it's like them type of women you got to stay away from because they be kind of crazy. They be kind of reactive. What if I'm 4'11"? You a man and you 4'11"? Let me know in the comments. You look so young and pretty. Thank you. Thank you. I'm not that young. Try to guess my age in the comments. Also, y'all like the live so we can get more people here. So you were saying you want a man who is easy. I don't want a man that is easy. No. But he gotta like, for me though, I don't approach men. Like, men have to approach me. So it's like I said, I did shoot my shot at a person like 2 weeks ago. Bagged it. Y'all so easy. But no. I'm joking. But like, I literally usually don't though. Like, so I don't want to go up to a man and he don't want me. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I think that's when you don't read the room right. Because if you be acting hard to get, then the person is reading the room wrong because you ain't never really want them like that in the first place. But I don't like no man that try to humble you and act like he don't want you. You know what I'm saying? Like trying to play with you. Is it a game? Like either you want the person or you don't. 20, no, I am 29. I'm a grown woman. I'm 29. Someone's thirsty. All like people be thirsty all the time. Don't be afraid to be thirsty. Nice guys finish last ain't just a saying, it's true. Nice guys finish last. I believe it. But I think it's because nice guys go after not so nice women. I really do feel like most people are doing the opposite. You know what I'm saying? Like the super sweet guys are going for women that end up breaking their hearts and doing all these type of stuff. And then once they have that one experience, they can't get past it. But women all the time got to get past it when they get their heart broken. But a man get his heart broken one time, get cheated on, it's over with. So I do feel like nice guys do get treated pretty badly sometimes because they're going with the wrong person. We always want what we don't need. That's what it seems. Did you do your own hair? I did not. I wish I could do this. Are you 20 years old? I'm 29. Migo, I got a question for real. Are you 4'11"? Is that a boy or a girl? I don't even know. Women are very confident when they see something they like. It depends on the woman. I feel like what I've learned, race plays a lot in the confidence of a woman in how she pursues a man. Because what I know since living in San Antonio, y'all, I live in San Antonio, Texas now, is a lot of Hispanic women, they go after what they want. Like I seen them, and that's what made me like shoot my shot at the man. Was like I seen a girl go up to a man and say, "Hey, like, we're matching, da 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 da. Like, can I get your Instagram?" And I said, "Oh, I ain't never seen a woman do that before." Like, but it seems like a lot of Hispanic women, they go after what they want. Okay, but I will tell you, most Black women do not pursue men. Like, it is very, very rare. Like, it's very, very rare. So I would say most of the time it's non-Black women that go up to men. Or some women will naturally just start a conversation with a man and then the man leads to get their information. I don't think has to be like that. Y'all let me know as men. Because I feel like for me personally, when I have shot my shot, they start to end up feeling like they are the prize or something. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't put as much effort because they're not used to effort. Like you already done asked for their number and all this type of stuff. Like y'all can let me know. Do women like you're so beautiful. Thank you. Hi, welcome to the chat. I like your hair. Thank you. You guys are so sweet. Because it's all about looks these days. People don't really look for love anymore. That's so true. Because I feel like even with the apps, like obviously, like if you're on a dating app, you swiping left and right, so I'm like left or right, and it's just based off of how people look. And y'all, what I noticed, because I used to be 326 pounds and I lost 158 pounds, is once I lost weight, bro, like people only just care about your looks. Like the way people started treating me just because I looked a certain way, it was night and day. Like these people, they only care about looks. And then all that. Thank you, Cat Eyes Lover Alex. Do you like cat's eye? What does that mean? You gotta let me know that in the chat. You gotta let me know that in the chat. Cat's eye. Okay. Because it's all okay. My name is Suji. Is it a beautiful name in your opinion? Sujin. It is a beautiful name. It's a beautiful name. It's a unique name. Looks and money. that's not a lie. That's not a lie. I think everybody is really in it for something. And they said that like any relationship is transactional. They say that like there's no, what is that called? Unconditional love. Do y'all feel that? Like even with your parents, like obviously when you get older, yes, it's unconditional, but like when you're a child, your love is conditional because you're depending on your parent to feed you and home, like give you a house and all that stuff. But like everything is, yeah, it is what it is. I ain't gonna lie, cause I can with broke boys. But no, I have though. I have. I think like women are a little bit more lenient. They are a group of singers. Oh, I never heard of them. I had to look them up. It's a girls group. Oh, dang. Why I never know? Why have I never heard of this girls group before? Women treat attractive men noticeably better. That's true. I can see that. I can see that. I do feel like men that are not that attractive have to work a little bit harder. And I think though but have y'all noticed that the most unattractive men be bagging the most beautiful women? Because they really like be putting the work in. Like they really be like they be treating you right. Because they know they got to. Life is not fair, it's sad. Just look through your videos. Congratulations, you're eligible to get in the rotation now that you fine. Nigga, I've been fine. What you talking about? Even when I was big, I was fine. I was pulling them. I was fine. My body was just big. Let's see. But I ain't in part of no rotation, baby. You'll be part of my rotation. Join the roster. I'm just kidding. You're not eligible. All right, next one. I'm from Korea. Oh, cool. Okay, what's the... Okay, y'all. I'll be right. Okay. You know that I am an OG, so I like when a woman acts thirsty over me. You an OG, so you like when a woman acts thirsty over you? Is that what the women do? That the older women? I didn't know they be acting thirsty. But I do feel like older women, they be like more like, oh, let me make you some food. Like, let me treat you like my son and stuff like that. I don't know. That's like they want to butter you up. It's about the heart of a person. It really is about the heart. It's about the heart. Now, I think it's different for men and women. Are you willing to learn about somebody's heart if they don't even meet um your basic attraction? So let's say like you look for specific looks in a person or a specific like that they have their life sorted or whatever. Are you going to try to get to know what this person's heart is about if they're not already anything you're interested in? People can answer that in the chat because I need to know. Because my thing is, I used to be all for the heart and I love to date for the heart. But what I've learned now is some people are not even worth getting to know. You've learned that in the beginning that they be on some like other stuff. Like, or they just, I don't know. You are beautiful. Thank you. 6'6". You sure? Oh, I like a little 6'6". You know how to trap them. No, y'all, the other day I was out and I seen a dude that was 7 feet tall at the bar. I asked him, how tall are you? He said 7 feet. I've never met a man that was 7 feet in my entire life. That is insane. Women don't realize we notice when y'all look at her. It seemed like James got some, he got some bold women around him. You got a different type of woman around you. But I like that. Like, I like a woman that don't care. Just be yourself. Go after what you want. Go after it. How, like, as a man, how do y'all feel like, for the men in here, if a woman, let's say a woman approaches you, you're out, and they ask for your number, like, straight up ask for your number. How do you feel about that? Like, because I feel like some men are less interested in you when you pursue them. Hi, I am doing good, actually. I am doing very good. I've been having a good year, y'all. In 2026, just started. Thank God. She crazy. You're so beautiful. Thank you. Do you prefer money or sense of humor? Money? Sorry. I got bills to pay. But no, to be honest, y'all, for real, I'm like super hyper independent. Like, I have my own business. I'm a hustler. Like, bro, I be getting this out the mud. You know what I'm saying? I've never had no man live with me. Okay, I never lived with no man. No man's ever paid my bills. I like now. I've started dating a lot of men now that are a little bit more, successful. But even with them successfully having a career, they cannot afford their bills and my bills. Like, my bills are too damn high. Like, I live in a nice place. I drive a nice car. They too high for me. Like, so a man, unless he's a millionaire, like, it's very hard for him, or up there, like really up there. It's gonna be very hard for him to take care of himself and my bills unless he's up there. So, I like a man that's funny though. I do. But this is my thing is I don't mind if a man is not paying all of my bills. This is how I feel. Now, if I'm ready to get married to the person, we're getting married, that's when you need to start figuring out, are you able to cover the mortgage in the house? Because I feel like the man should cover the bigger stuff in the house, and I should only do like the little groceries and the utilities. Like that's the type of marriage I want, because I want to be able to stay home with my kids when I want to. But I'm building virtual everything, so I wanted to get to a point where I'm still making money from home if I had to have kids and I'm in the house or whatever. But I feel like a man, he don't gotta be like able to pay all my bills and stuff like that, but he can't not have nothing for himself. Like you don't have a place to stay, you don't have a car, you don't have no goals, you're not motivated. I hate those type of men. I'm not gonna lie. So if he's funny and he not motivated and he ain't got no car and he got no home, we can't do nothing with them jokes. I'm gonna start thinking you a joke, and I ain't gonna talk to you no more. So I'm not patient. But if he's funny and he has what he needs and he can still like take me out and do the basic things, like I'm not looking for a man that is like you know, something out of this league of life. Let's see. A man is to pursue the woman, not the other way around. These days, a lot are out of alignment. Yeah, that's true. I learned that. Like, but also one thing that I wish the nicer guys understood that more of like how to pursue a woman, especially the shy guys, because I feel like they are like the best type of guys, you know? Um, it's always the guys that talk to every woman that don't have a problem pursuing women. So then the women that do wait for the man that's pursuing them, it's usually the guys that's pursuing everybody when they're out. Like, I love when a woman approaches me and gives me her number. It takes the guessing out of it if she's truly interested. See, some people say that. I don't know. Maybe it's the guys that I attract or something. Cause I feel like when I did that at one time, like I learned just through his texting style, he was low effort. But he did start talking to me first. So he did approach me. Edward, are you hearing this? Is this one of Kevin Samuel examples? What if he only got a car and he sleeps in it? What? Baby, that's worse. That's probably the worst thing I ever heard. I'd rather you live with your mama. But I do be watching people's YouTube videos like that. Like I'm all for go on your journey of purpose. If you feel like you gotta go sleep in your car, I'm not telling people to do this, first of all. But if you feel like you gotta go sleep in your car because you need to quit your job and you need to follow your purpose and your dream, baby, I'm here for it. But maybe you need to wait to start dating until you get your circumstances. I'm very true. Like focus on yourself. Once you where you're supposed to be, then you add another person into equation. If you sleeping in your car, you're not ready to bring nobody else in. Like what y'all both gonna be in that car? That's too much. Thank you. I thought women love men who live in their mom's basement playing video games, eating Cheetos. Some do though, for real. I'm gonna be real with you. Losing weight definitely put you on the road to us provider dudes. I'm not even gonna debate with you because I talked about this even in my last video that when I was bigger, I did attract a lot of men that could not provide for themselves, could not have their own place. You know what I'm saying? They was either missing one or the other, either missing a car, missing a place, living with mom, all that type of stuff. They were struggling. Okay. And then when I lost weight, like I do now attract men that have careers, that own businesses and stuff like that. Like, not saying they're better, but just saying that they do have something to offer. They have stability. Let's see, you lost weight. Yes, I lost 158 pounds. I used to be 326 pounds. Yeah. But y'all, what's crazy? First of all, y'all, I do have an 8-week weight loss coaching group, okay? It's going to be a new program that I just launched. It is in my community tab. So if you are trying to lose weight, okay, then make sure you go ahead and join Early bird special right now. So y'all just check community tab. It has everything you need to know. Yes, I lost a lot of weight. It changed my life. I never even thought it was gonna change my life like that, to be honest. But so would you date a 300-pound guy? Yes, I will. Actually, I've dated somebody that was bigger than me when I was big. I actually, yeah, dated somebody that was bigger than me. But he was my first bigger guy. And he was so sweet. I will say, like, bigger guys are super sweet. Now, the one problem I have now, because of the fact that I work out, I eat right and stuff like that, is that's the only thing that kind of makes me think, do I want to date a bigger guy again? Because they need to be doing the same things that I'm doing, right? Because if you're eating out every single day, and I used to have a food addiction to eating out, you know what I'm saying? I can't be with a man that just eats junk all day. That's not my lifestyle anymore. Or he don't work out, or he don't like run club. I like to go to run clubs. I want a man that want to go to run club with me, that want to go on hikes. If he don't like to walk, he don't like to hike, he don't like to run, we ain't gonna work. But if he's like a 300-pound guy and he like to run, and he like to walk, and he like to work on his food, we can do that. Because there's some buff dudes that be 300. Like, they be in the gym, they care about their health, da da da. I like me a big old tall man. He could be big and tall, preferably. Just join the gym. I'm so proud of you. I want to get back on ClassPass because I got a really nice gym that I always go to in my apartment. But I want to get ClassPass again. I'm trying to justify it because it's like, why am I paying for ClassPass and also going to the gym in my apartment and also doing other like yoga classes? But I miss it because I used to do a lot of boot camp classes. I'm in love with a family member. We mate every day. Baby, go talk to Jesus about it. You must be from the South. Is your backside the same size? You on one. I think I'm thick, in my opinion. In my opinion, I think I'm thick. I think some black people don't think I'm thick because they used to big old booties. I feel like my booty is big for my body type. I consider myself thick, but people don't. But the last person I dated, he did tell me, compared to my hips and everything, I got a big booty. Period. I had to tell my mom that because she tried to act like I ain't got one. I do. What's your height? I am 5'6". Host, can I ask a question? What about the substance of a person? I mean, are any of you check boxes include things from God, covenant? I'm curious. Okay, I like that question. Oh, my Cash App, Joanna Benton. Okay, I think it should be in one of my link trees. But anyways, yeah, substance is very important to me. First of all, I have learned now, because I'm a very spiritual person. I'm not religious. As y'all can see, I got a 444 necklace on. Okay. I believe in God and I believe in Jesus and all those things. For me personally, I learned now from dating, like, no offense to people that are atheists. I don't care what nobody believes. I want to know free spirit. If people believe what you want to believe, that's your life. I respect everybody's beliefs. So at the end of the day, but what I learned is I can't date an atheist. I've done it before and it shows with the person. Like, because you got to at least believe in God. So that's one thing I have really focused on too. Like, when I'm talking to a guy, dating a guy, like how he refers to God, how his relationship is with God, how consistent a man is. For me, I really look at, like, how consistent is he? Is he showing up like he said he's going to show up? Is he making plans? Is he being intentional? Is he thoughtful? These are big things that I actually look for in a partner. Thoughtfulness is like huge for me. So to be honest, I ain't gonna lie. It's not like these dudes is cashing out like that. Like, they're taking me on dates. Like, babies, they're not paying my bills. So I really focus on the person, like who they are as a person, you know. But I don't date for potential anymore. I just take them for who they are. Let me hear you. Wow, you're short. I'm short, 5'6". A lot of people say that's tall. The Bible says the man has to go after the woman. Yes, period. But it's crazy because only the men want to only pick out certain parts of the Bible. They only want to pick out certain parts. They don't want to pick out how the man's supposed to be a provider and all that stuff. They like to skip over them type of parts, or how they supposed to, how finding a wife is finding a good thing and all that. They be skipping all that. Serious question. Just wondering if you ever consider letting some. Oh my god. Get out of here. That was the most unserious question. Oh my gosh. Not nobody on the internet. I think you have openness, personality trait. What does that mean? Like I'm open, or is that actually a personal, or is that really actually a personality trait that I gotta research? I'm really a research queen. I'm not judging you, but you place stats on financial wealth by saying he got to make more than you. What if he's everything you've desired in a mate, but his bank account do not go higher than yours? Would you turn him down? Are you some universe person trying to ask me these questions for a reason? I was thinking about this the other day. Now, where I'm at right now in life, because I still have things to do in my life. So for me, let me think on this. Let me read it again. Let me read it again. Hold on. He does. I never said that he has to have more than me. I actually never said that he has to have more than me. What I'm saying is he needs to at least bring what I bring to the table. This is what I care at this exact moment. Hi, welcome in. Is does he have his own place? These are like things you should have as a human being. You know what I'm saying? Does he have his own place? Does he have his own car? Does he have a source of income? I don't care if this man is corporate or not. I just care that he's making enough money to sustain his lifestyle. He's reliable, he is stable, right? Can he afford to take us on dates? Can he afford to do the basic things in life? I'm not asking for no millionaire. Now, when I become a millionaire, that's a different story. I mean, shit. I don't think you can delay. I don't think you can date like way lower than yourself. But what I will not date is even if a man is the kindest, sweetest man. I've dated a man that I was in love with, okay? But he didn't have nothing. And love is not enough, because when I think of marriage, people think of marriage about love, and marriage is actually a business. So I'm not going to marry somebody and have kids. I think of it more in a higher substance. I'm not going to marry and have kids with somebody that's not stable. But he doesn't have to be rich. But you can't not have nothing. Like, most women will get tired of that, to be honest. Any woman can say, oh, they'll ride it out with you and all that, but eventually they're gonna start complaining. They're gonna start feeling like they're in their masculine. So yeah, I wouldn't date nobody. Like, he don't have to make as much money as me, but he will have to at least have stability within his life. That's what I would say. I subscribe to you and I hit the like button. Thank you, Dakota. Thank you. Because y'all, I'm trying to get to my 3,000 subscribers. I've been doing this for 6 years. And I'm trying to get to my 3,000 subscribers. Even though it doesn't mean anything, but sorry, okay. Would you date a man who never wants to get married? That's a good question. I do want to get married. I wouldn't be against 100%. Like, I wouldn't be against dating a man that doesn't want to get married. But I will never have kids with him. I'm never having kids with a man that I'm not married to, unless it accidentally happens, and I'm not about them accidents. But if it was, then there's nothing I can do about it. But I would say, like, I would date a man that never wants to be married, but I would never have kids with him. Because I think the whole purpose for me personally, why I would want to be married before kids, is just all the legal stuff that comes with it. And I feel like once a man commits to you in that way of marriage, like, there's all these custody things that go into having kids, and all these legal things. So, but if he doesn't want to get married and he doesn't want to have kids, I'm down for that. No, I'm thinking about how Kevin Samuel warned all of us about women placing weight on her account and less on potential forward. My apologies if it comes off wrong, but you appear to be very wise. But what about the Bible? Did or do God ask us to place value on money? Okay, let's break this down. Oh, I didn't take no offense to your question. I really don't be taking offense to a lot of stuff. I think all questions are for a reason. And I'm gonna say this right here. I do believe things in the Bible. I do like Bible scriptures and stuff like that. But like I said, I'm not religious. I'm spiritual. So I don't. I've read the Bible, but I'm not like I know the Bible from the front to the back. So I couldn't tell ya. But there's things about abundance in the Bible. But I also do feel like it's about, for me personally, it's about who the person is, right? Because what is that one? Is there something in the Bible about if you do not work, you shall not eat, or something like that? Is that a real? Is that real a real Bible verse? Y'all can let me know. But anyways, I think it is one. And what my problem is I don't like people that have excuses because I have a hustle mentality. I'm not rich. I'm not rich. Like I pay my bills and I'm really living in purpose right now of like content, being a business owner. Like I do Uber on the side. Like I'm really in because I'm living in my purpose, not because I have to. I have a master's degree, I have a bachelor's degree. I want to follow the purpose that God had put onto my life, right? But I'm not going to sit around either and not let my bills get paid and move back with my mama. So for me, I think a man that does that, he's not sufficient. He doesn't he it's low effort to me. It's giving you're not you're not trying. You're not pushing yourself. And if I'm in my masculine and you're not in your masculine, I'm sorry, love is not enough. It's not enough for that. You do not work, you shall not eat. And I don't think working means a physical thing either. Like, because some people get paid and they don't physically do something, but you got to find a way. You can't take advantage of people and just keep depending on people. Well, it was nice chatting with you. I gotta clock in. All right. Well, have fun at work. Thank you for stopping by. Interesting. So, what about soul ties? Allowing a man to touch you. He becomes a part of you. And if a better suitor crosses your path, and due to how God speaks about covenant unions, does any of that matter? That's who you asking these deep questions. 1111. Soul ties. I believe in soul ties. I do. I don't even try to get those ties. Like, I'm not trying to say too much on the internet, but I am like a very open book. I talk about this on my YouTube channel. I'll do dating story times. But first of all, I'm in a space in my life where I'm not doing nothing unprotectedly. Okay? I haven't in years. Years. Start there. Because I do feel like you transfer all the, I don't know. I just don't feel right that you should just be doing that with people. Because I do believe in soul ties and all that type of stuff. And you carry other people in you, all that type of crazy stuff. But so I do think it's very important to be discerning on who you share yourself with, all those type of things. Y'all, we get too deep. I ain't trying to get flagged on TikTok, okay? But I mean YouTube. But like, I think it does matter. It does matter. That's why for me, I'm Judge Judy. I'm very picky. Like, even though sometimes I still be picking the wrong one, I'm very picky. I'm very, like, I do think, you shouldn't be sharing moments. And you also got to be discerning on who you date in general. Because a lot of people get themselves in very scary situations with people because they're not using their intuition when they're meeting people too. Like, and they get themselves in just like, y'all, the other day I seen this TikTok story time about this girl that dated a serial that was a cop, that was a girl. They were lesbians, and one was 40, and the girl was 17. and the girl asked, she asked the police officer if she ever unalived somebody. And this police officer told her, oh, off or on duty. Did y'all see that TikTok? And she kept talking to the, and she, girl, when I tell you your discernment told you to ask that question and you didn't run after you found, that's crazy. Greetings from Brooklyn. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. I was born in Brooklyn, by the way. I wish I had a New York accent, but I don't. I had a Southern accent and now I have like a Minnesotan accent mixed with, I think ambition is attractive to all women. Yes, because it's like if a man doesn't have ambition, you start looking at him like less than you. It starts to put you in your masculine. Like just imagine you dating somebody every time you come home they ain't doing nothing, and you don't work overtime. You got bills to pay. You stressed, and you come home and your man just sitting on the couch. He ain't paying no bills. Ain't got no money. He don't got no plans. Like it's different if y'all been together, something happens, and you've seen that side of him, the motivated side of him, and something ends up happening, and now you gotta kind of step in, okay, and then as long as he's working towards doing better. But yeah, no woman wants a man that's not ambitious. Okay, Frank, I swear I'm not trying to come off wrong, but this one is important. She's not of the loss out there, but remains. Kevin gave examples of how we've had great days on this. She speaks well. I'm sorry, I read all that. But for me, I don't think I've met great. For me personally, I am very intuitive. I can tell a lot about a person the first time I meet them. And I have never, ever let go of a person that was a great person for me. I'm just going to say that. I'm going to say that. And I've dated, for potential. And I realized it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Just date for the things that you want and you will be happy. There's some people that really just want to like cuddle all day and kiss and hold hands, and they don't care about the rest. Oh, thank you, Eddie. Thank you for the gift. Some people, they want to do all that. And I love I love, but I also like a partner that, thank you for the gift, Eddie, that has more to offer than, just love. Because for me, I think it's the way I think though. I'm very entrepreneur. I'm very hyper independent. That's what comes with a woman like me. If you don't date nobody that's hyper independent and entrepreneur and like has a hustle mindset, date somebody that is like a lover girl that's focused on love, want to have kids, want to get married. Like that's their top goal. If you go for a girl that just wants to get married, wants to have kids, wants a family, she will settle for anything, I'm telling you. But I got goals. If you're going to be knocking me off my focus, you better be focused on something. Okay, ambitions. Let's say your account do not match a bus driver's bank account, but this man has a $1 zillion business idea, but your friends are in your ear. Would you turn away just because? What I will say is, to start with, my friends cannot convince me to leave a man alone. I'm going to leave a man alone when I feel like it. So my friends, can't convince me. And I've had a friend that tried to convince me of a last situation. But if he has this business idea and I see that it's a lucrative idea as a businesswoman who has quit her job to be on this adventure, I am all for you following your purpose. Okay, I'm gonna give y'all an example. Hopefully he not in here. I had an ex. He was a musician. He performed. Did he get paid for his music? Yes. Did he get paid for shows? Yes. But there's times when he didn't. Right? I'm all for your dreams. Look, I'm following my dreams. But I know, like this, I'm gonna give y'all an example. This is like me knowing, let's say I don't have no clients this month or something like that. And I decide I don't have no clients, but my dream is to be a weight loss coach. Thank you. My dream is to be a content creator. But let's say this month I didn't get a sponsorship or something and I didn't have no clients. Am I supposed to sit around the house and do nothing and, lose my apartment and lose my car? Like, some people got to go through that path because that's what God is calling them to. But if I have a dream, I have a purpose, and I'm working towards mine while also trying to have stability in my household, why can my man not do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, he don't, I will support his business idea. I will support, maybe he won't be making as much at the time, but is he stable? That's all I ask. Like, do you, have a place to live? Do you have a car? Do you have the necessary things in life? I'm not a very like high maintenance. I don't remember the last time a man has like bought me something like extreme. Like, I don't. Like, I'm not asking you to go buy me a Chanel bag or something stupid. Like, that's not what I'm asking. I'm asking you to be able to sustain yourself. Wait, let me see. They want a man who's already rich. Hold on, y'all. I'm being hard on these comments because I'm chatting. Women always pass a great man who broke, especially black women. Dude, the one weakness that sisters have is the ability to buy low. Black girls rarely catch a dude on the way up. That is a lie. That is absolutely a lie, because as growing up with black people and oh y'all, my armpits sweating, but they don't smell. Is most of the black women that I grew up with were hyper independent black women that didn't depend on no man. The man wasn't paying none of their bills. A lot of the men they were with were broke. So that is an absolute lie. There's a lot of black women dating for love. I've seen a lot of black women just staying with men that don't do anything for them. For real. That are living in their house. So that is absolutely a lie. Get them up. I know. It's a wet spot, but babes, I smell good. I smell good. I smell great. I have deodorant on. But yeah, but I do feel like as a black person though, growing up like in survival mode, you do think about finances. You do. So it is a cultural thing for sure. But I never said rich. If you really look at the stats, there's not a lot of rich men out here around my age. I never said rich. I said stable. Those two different things. That's what men get that's where men get it messed up. Wait, now some guys it takes time to get to know them a while over judging on the first date. Courtship is missing and too much. Get on my level now. That destroys potential partners. When I go on a date, now what I have been approaching is, honestly, now I haven't even asked a man what he do for a living, because I absolutely hate when people ask me that, because I don't know. Like, I'm on God's payroll. Like, I'm a content creator. I'm a weight loss coach. I get paid from different things, and it's not always consistent, and it always doesn't look the same. So I'm not here to judge a person. What I'm here to see is, all right, I'm going to ask a person this. I always ask a person before I go on a date with them, do you have kids? Okay? Do you have a car? Do you have a place to live? These are key things I need to know before I go on the first date. And yeah. I don't even go on dates no more with nobody that, if they tell me all that, if they don't got no car and they don't got no place to live. Because I'm dating people that are older than me. I'm 29. And I feel like at a certain point, you gotta be trying at least. Okay, let's go. Without sounding stunning, most women today don't bring much to the table. Y'all seen this? There's a lot of men in this. There's a lot of men in this live today. Y'all seen this video of the girl they said, what do you bring to the table? And she took out her lip gloss, her camera, and like her perfume. I don't know when has it started being a requirement for women to bring stuff to the table? Like physical stuff. Because I think women bring compassion. When they're treated well, when women are treated well, they bring compassion, they bring love, they bring care, they make a house a home. When a woman is in her feminine energy, she brings a lot to the table. If your woman is not bringing nothing to the table, it's because she don't like you. Yeah, I learned that the hard way. Like once I really started liking a man, like when I was in love with a man, I started doing like everything. I was cooking, I was cleaning, I was fixing that man's plate, all that. All that. But that's because I felt safe. Like I felt safe. I felt taken care of. So women bring a lot to the table. If they're not, they don't like you that much. They're not in love. Girl, get the I read that already. I'm sorry, what is your name? My apologies. You are not lost like many out there. I get where you're coming from, but I pray you do not fall into failure by allowing a roommate to steal your time. What do you you talking about like what do you mean a roommate? Like a 50-50? I'm sorry. All right. A woman like you that's got what it takes is truly heartbreaking to hear Kevin's example speak through your scenarios as you speak about whom you get to date you. Okay. Sorry. Let me move to the next one. All right. To clarity, I know black women frequently date broke men. I'm talking about something different. I'm talking about catching a guy while he's going from broke to rich, not broke to still broke. Okay. I feel you. But I feel like I'm in that stage of my life where it's like I'm trying to get rich. So that's why I don't even judge. I don't even judge a man if he's not where he wants to be. I judge as what he's doing to try to get there, and is he stable? Because regardless, I still got to have a place to live. I still got to like get I don't have to have a car. But I have to have some type of way to get to A to B unless I live like very central or I take public transportation or whatever the case may be. So the the life things, you need them. So I just want to make sure whoever I'm dating is he has the life things while he's trying to figure out his life. Cause I'm all for don't work for a job you hate, don't do nothing you don't want. And like I literally always look at these celebrities that they were broke, like homeless. And boom, they life changed. So I never judge nobody based off of like their dreams and their goals. And I never like, oh, you're not gonna get there. They're like, nah, I'm never talking to a person like that or whatever. Wow, but what is the economy and the way corporate will end a man's career, but he's on the come up? You're saying no to him, correct? What about understanding how some fall but just need understanding? I tried that before. I'm not gonna say never say never, but I would probably, if I was in that situation, I would probably have to know this man before we really started dating. Like I would have had to maybe be friends with this person in a sense. Like I know him, I know his circumstance because it depends. I'm never gonna say never. I'm never gonna say never because I'm just never gonna say never. But I've tried it before, but when I tried it, it was a long distance, and I'm a true believer that you can't do that you can't do long distance without money. My dog's gonna start barking. There's a dog barking, y'all. And I got $2 right now. Okay, let's see. Happy birthday to Jenny Tolles, 20 years old. Happy birthday! I remember when I was just 20. Yeah. I'm happy I'm almost 30 though. I'm so happy. Okay, you guys. Chanel. Sorry, y'all. Dogs is barking. I'm trying to find reasons to not turn away from Western women. Do reasons like this. That's God. It takes, however. What do you mean, Western women? Are you trying to go for another woman in a different country? Because I feel like the women in other countries, they be shoot, it's be transactional. Some of them, some of them, you gotta pay to play for real, for real. Like they don't be. I used to watch 90 Day Fiance. Y'all used to be in like a 90 Day Fiance situation. So, like, I used to watch 90 Day Fiance, and they don't play. Yeah, they will tell you, right? They'll tell you, like, oh no, you can't do this for me. You can't, whatever. I'm never like that. Kevin Samuel's advice for us. Or did you know his? I think I heard of Kevin Samuel, but I have no. Let me look him up on my iPad. I heard of him, but I don't even know who he is. I'm sure I know who he is, but I never was watching him like that. Honestly, there's some men on here that give good advice. There's some men, but then there's some men like podcasts that I can't stand. Like, I don't even know what this one podcast is, but I was dating somebody and they was playing this podcast, and this was a red flag to me because this podcast kept calling women bitchs and this and that and da da da. I'm like, bro, what are you watching? I remember this guy, but I don't remember his content. Was his content good? Does he still make content? I don't know. We're gonna see. I think I've been turning around. I've been turning away a lot of people. Mostly because for me, the first thing I look for outside of the career, I have not even been asking people what they do for a living, to be honest, is are they consistent? How do they communicate with me? Do they have effort? Then if I feel like this person is really, oh my gosh, the love of my life, but he does not. The thing is like this, I'm not rich. So like I said, if you could just be stable, we're cool. I can't even see past it. I don't think I can be with a man no more that live with his mama no more. I'm 29, y'all. I'm almost 30. Like, yeah, I don't think so. I'm sorry. There's no way around it. I've done it. I've done it several times. That's why. Women love narcissistic men. This is what I think. I don't think women love narcissistic men. I think narcissistic men know how to make women fall in love. Because I've dated a narcissistic person and they will be consistent. They will like be thoughtful. They will do all these things to make a woman feel special. And once a woman feels special, some of them fall for anything. Not me. Not me, because I'm okay with being alone. Like, but there's some women that once you got them, some of them like stay connected to that one sweet thing you did for them 7 years ago. Like, no. Or how you were in the beginning and how you did this. So I don't blame the women. It's really the narcissistic men that will start to treat you all special and do things you never had before, and then you stay attached to that idea, of who they were and not who they are. That's why I always take people for who they are. That's why I don't date for potential, because this is actually a good example why I don't date for potential financially. When it comes to stability, I don't need a rich man, but for stability, because then I'm going to start being a dictator with you. Like, oh, are you looking for this? Are you doing this? Like, when are you going to get a, job? Or when is the business going to take off? Or when is, what I'm saying? I feel like once a woman is not happy in a relationship, they just start nagging. And then the man don't like them no more. And you don't like the man no more. Just date somebody that you're okay with, that you don't want to change them. If you want to change them, it's not going to work. I'll tell you a secret. If an older 30-plus woman has pets, she will never get married. Okay. I'm cool with that. I'm not even 30, but I'm almost 30. Like literally 2 months, and I got a dog. My other dog is my neighbor's dog, but like I have one dog. And honestly, I chose my dog over a man very recently, so I'm I'm not going to sit here and deny that. Hold on, do not judge the rest of us based on Tommy. I'm sure he was the one your ex listened to. I don't know what. I'm sorry. I don't know all these references. How can I say no to my wife? Tired of cleaning and sweeping and washing dishes every day. How to say no? So are you washing the dishes and cleaning and she's not doing nothing? Or where are you saying no? Because I feel like it's very lazy. For me personally, I dated somebody like a few months ago, and he practically was telling me about how he dated this girl. Now, mind you, he was a narcissist, so Lord knows what's true, what's not true. But he dated this girl. He paid all the bills. She lived in the house, but she didn't want to clean. She didn't want to cook. She said she don't cook and she don't clean. Okay, and yeah, I think that's nonsense to me personally. If I don't have bills to pay and my husband is paying the bills, and I'm not trying to be a pick me, this is me for real. I'm gonna be cooking and cleaning. I cook and clean in my own house and pay my own bills. So if my bills are paid and I don't have to work like that, so it depends on the circumstances. Is your woman, your wife, is she working too? Is she working, taking care of the kids and cooking and cleaning? Because now you may be asking her too much. But, or is she really at home with the kids and she not working? Or is she working part-time? I need details because it depends, because she could be exhausted if she's doing everything now. Some of y'all be wanting women to pay half the bills, cook, clean, and take care of the kids. Like, you crazy. But if you let her stay at home and if she's not cooking and cleaning and stuff, dang, that's the conversation y'all gotta sit down. Communication is key. Therapy is key. Would you date a guy who delivers pizza? That's a good question. What I do know about pizza deliverers, they get tips. They get pretty good tips. I think it depends on, because for me now, I'm not very honed in what the person does. I'm more honed in now on, is whatever the person does it pay their bills? Like, can they sustain? Are they okay? So if he can pay his bills with his pizza delivery, sure. Because they do be getting tips, y'all. Because I do Uber on the side, and people don't understand how much Uber. Like, I remember, like, how much I made on New Year's Eve. People don't know what really people really make. So, but I have also weight loss coaching and content creation that I get paid from sponsorship. I get paid from YouTube, all that stuff. But as long as he can pay his bills, that ain't really got nothing to do with me. I don't even ask guys no more what they do for a living because I can care less. Yeah. Can you pay your bills? Do you have the things you need? Can you take me out? Shoot. That's all I need to know. See my point? Let's see. See my point? She just admitted she don't date for potential. Black women have a hard time identifying potential in a man versus a guy selling a dream. Yeah, I don't date for potential. I've done it. It goes nowhere. And also, don't put your expectation on people, because like when you date for potential, you're technically trying to turn that person into who you want them to be. Unless they're telling you, hey, this is what I'm working on, this is what I have going on, and this is what I'm going for. Like, I'm actually going to school, I'm actually going to do this, and you see their actions matching what they're saying, that's a different story. But when you date somebody knowing that they're in a specific position and you think, oh, maybe they're going to change, maybe this is going to happen, you're putting that on them. They never said that. Do you live in LA? I'm guessing no. You look like a Texas girl to me. I live in Texas, actually. But I'm not from Texas, but I live in Texas. I've been thinking about moving to LA, though. So that's funny. LA is hella expensive, though. But I might be moving to LA. or doing something in LA. Y'all gonna see it. Y'all gonna see it when it happens. Let me ask you this. What if God took away all your wealth? I'm not rich. God already took all. Okay. Let me finish reading. Okay. All your wealth and you become what you deny. Would this wake you up? I do not wish this happens. However, what if and would it take this to happen? So first of all, I've been at the very bottom of the bottom. I've been at the very bottom of the bottom several times. And this is what I will say, and I'm saying this in the humblest way. Every time I was at the very bottom of the bottom, I still kept a roof over my head as an adult. I've been homeless as a child. So that's why this is very important to me. I've kept a roof over my head as an adult while struggling, without having a job. I've kept my vehicle. So that's why I look at this in a different way of like, if the man, like they say in the Bible, if you do not work, you shall not eat. We're missing that part of the Bible here. So I'm not asking for a wealthy man. I never said that. I've been pursued by a very wealthy man. But this very wealthy man was not a good man. I'm not going with a man just based off his wealth, because a big thing is your wealth is going to do nothing for me. At the end of the day, I look at it like this. If a man is rich and he's with me, it does nothing for me unless he's paying my bills. I don't care. But what I care about is, are you able to take care of, I don't want you relying on me at all. I'm not relying on you at all. Okay? I don't want no reliability here unless we're married. You know, like unless we're married, like, so I want to make sure you're in a space. I don't want you coming to me with your problems, because I've dated those type of men. They always want to feel bad for themselves. They always want to tell you their struggles. They always have excuses. I could have a million excuses. I've been at the bottom. I've been at the bottom, and I can't sit around. I mean, I can. I can move back home with my mom if I wanted to. I just don't want to. On your weight loss journey, what did you use to suppress your appetite? So in the beginning, I didn't use anything. When I lost my first 50 pounds, I just cut down how much I was eating out, to be honest, and I just worked out. And I started eating less too when I would eat out. I would, like, for example, like if I would go to Chipotle, because I had a real bad addiction to Chipotle. I used to eat Chipotle every single day of the week. Over 1,000 calorie bowl. That's probably 2,000 calories, because I was eating extra rice, extra sour cream, all that stuff. So anyways, I started to cut down how many times I was eating out a week. And then from there, I started to do only eat half of the bowl and save the other half for the next day. And so I started to learn how to portion control through that. And then about a year later is when I actually got VSG, which is a surgery where they cut your stomach into a size of banana. I had that almost 3 years ago. And that suppresses my appetite. Over time, you can eat more. So that's a big thing that people don't understand. They don't understand how people get it and then they gain the weight back or gain all their weight back. The way it happens is they're eating junk food. So they're eating like cookies, they're eating like chips, they're eating like ice cream, all that type of stuff. You don't get full off. Any suppressant that you use, even GLPs or Ozempic. I have clients that are on Ozempic that have tried GLPs and it didn't work because of what they were eating. If you eat protein-based food, like if you eat chicken, you'll be full longer and you won't be able to eat as much. If you go eat a bag of chips, you'll be able to finish probably a huge bag of chips, no matter what tool you have to suppress your appetite. So people don't like break it down on how it works. Now, when you get a physical surgery, you physically will feel that your stomach is past its limits if you push yourself, right? I don't never let myself get like that. I don't like to be nauseous. I don't like to get stuffed. I don't like that type of feeling. But if you push yourself over time, you can consume more. Now with GLPs, right, the medical weight loss, with those, it's a mental fullness. It's not a physical fullness. So a lot of times people can push over that because they don't care about feeling nauseous. And so some people, I'm actually going to drop a video about Ozempic probably tomorrow. because some people don't know the details about it, in the sense of that it doesn't work for everybody, because it's weight loss is really mental. But for me personally, it depends on like your size. But for me, if you're like as heavy as I was, 326 pounds, and you know you need a suppressant, I would just tell people to just do the surgery. Like, it's scary though, you're taking a risk. So you have to really think like, is this, you know, good for me? Am I going to be able to keep it off? You know, am I going to be consistent? Because the last thing you want to do is get a surgery like that and then get big again, because shit, you just had your stomach cut out. Now you're getting big, and now you gotta, then you gotta get on a Ozempic after, you know, a surgery. I mean, I've seen a lot of people do that. And I think that's a lot going on. So yeah, I suggest that, you know, GLPs are helpful though, like they're tools, but they're like 10 to 20% of your body fat. So it depends on how much weight you're trying to lose. But regardless, you have to really work on your eating habits, what you're eating, and your workouts. Sorry, y'all. I'm backed up on comments. Let me see. If you do not work, you do not eat. Okay, but what if a potential? This one like the debate. I like you though, low key, because I was in debate. I used to be in debate, but I hated debate because they made me read and then state my facts and shit. Okay, sorry. Let's see. What if potential man is getting rejections from companies that his skill set is above average? Would you still look at him like get out? No, like if a man is trying, this is the thing. There's a difference between a trying man and a man that's not trying, right? If this man is trying to like apply for jobs and stuff like that, and it's just not hitting, or he's trying to get his business out there and it's not hitting, but he's trying, then I'm not going to reject him for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to reject him for that. I will say we are like the most blessed generation right now, because we have so many ways that we can make money. Our past generations did not have these type of ways. Although this economy is so bad to get a job, if you have a car, you can wake up, get in your car, and you can make money in so many different ways. So if a man say he can't do nothing, and he can't pay, he can't, I call BS. It's like what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean. He ain't got to be up there. He can be trying. But I just needed to see that he's trying. Okay. She don't look like a naturally fat woman. I'm guessing her weight gain was situational or stress. Her face looks like she was meant to be thinner and fit naturally. Thank you. Honestly, when I was about, I think 7-ish, 6, 7, 8, I was very thin. Was actually very thin. And then once I got to elementary school, like closer to junior high school, I started gaining a lot of weight, which I talk about it on my Trauma Bond podcast, about like how a lot of it was because of trauma, which is what I like to talk even to my clients about, because most people that are morbidly obese is because they use food as an emotional coping mechanism. And I went through a lot as a child. And I talk about it on my podcast. I talk about it everywhere. But, you know, I grew up with a mental ill mom. I grew up with an alcoholic. You know, things happened to me when I was a child. And so I cope with food. And my mom used to work 3 jobs. So, you know, what do they say? It's a Meek Mill song called Trauma. It's like when your mama gotta go to work and your daddy in jail, who gonna watch the kids? But anyways, like in those circumstances, you're making your own food, you're heating it up in the microwave, you're eating junk. You know, I lived in the South. Like my mama used to eat fried chicken and stuff. Like she don't even like vegetables. Like, yeah. You look amazing. Thank you. Host, my apologies for all the questions. I'm shocked is all because these days people give up too soon and not help encourage those who have less, not willing to just hang in there. Thanks. Yeah, I get it. And honestly, for me, I encourage a lot of people, even the people I meet every day. I tell them to keep going. I give them messages. Like, I'm really very intuitive. I'll give people messages. I've talked to addicts. I've done a lot of things where I'm very understanding of people's situations. I'm very understanding I'm not judgmental, but what I will say is I know what works for me. And I'm not gonna sit here and act like I don't and then cause somebody else discomfort. I've done that before. Like you go along with something that you act like you can go along with, and then you keep nagging the person and you keep being resentful towards a person. You got to be real with yourself. Got the surgery in June, 78 pounds down. VSG is better than GLP in the long run. Very much true. Congratulations. How do you feel? How do you feel? And then also, like, how do people feel around you? Like, were people very encouraging to you? Were people like nervous about it? But yeah, that's why I tell people I feel like, and I have nothing against it because I'm a weight loss coach. I work with people that have GLPs and they need help with their weight loss and stuff like that. I'm never against any tool. Um, but what I will say is, I think Ozempic is for people that's scared. You know, they're scared. And I say in life, I'm not telling people everything come with risks. I'm not going to tell people just lay your life on the line, whatever. You know how far gone you are when depending on your weight. But what I will say is the bigger risk that you take in life, the bigger reward that can come from it. That's what I learned. Okay, listen, she just doesn't know how to spot a man that's true potential. If she refuses to get tricked again, don't blame her for that. She would obviously date a future winner if she knew how. Oh, I know how. Yeah, I can read a person. The first day I meet them, I can tell you if somebody is really a future winner or their future full of shit. I know things before it even happens, to be honest. It'd be me. Like if I date somebody and they turn out to like not be what I expect, it's because I already expected it. I just was trying to give the benefit of the doubt. Just trying to be nice. You would meet a guy that's got the right things, and with Govin your side, you miss will turn in yours in his favor. I don't know what that means. Y'all, and I think some of y'all also are not seeing the point. I'm not dating a rich man either. That ain't or just because of money. I'm not dating anybody just because of money either. No. I was literally just about to say I could see the SA you've suffered, maybe even physical abuse as a child. I definitely think the weight gain was a response to the danger. You're right. You're right on the SA part. I've never been abused as a child though. It like domestically, but yeah. And honestly, a lot of people don't understand this. Actually, a lot of people that are like obese or morbidly obese, a lot of them have been SA'd. Trigger warning to people if anyone has been. But a lot of people that are obese or morbidly obese have been SA'd. And sometimes subconsciously they're eating to cover, like almost to make themselves unattractive. Y'all, I'm low key like an unlicensed therapist, and this is what I do with my clients, okay? Like, sometimes they're trying to mask themselves so that men don't find them attractive or people don't look at them. I never even really realized this until I lost weight and I started going outside, and then people just kept looking at me and staring at me and asking for my number and coming up to me. And it was very overwhelming at first because I was used to being able to like blend in. Even though I was big, like nobody kept approaching me over and over. Like I could just walk outside. And sometimes I'll be missing that. Sometimes I ain't never want to speak again though. Okay, I feel amazing. I didn't tell anyone because people that's close are judgmental, or judgment even though they've tried everything and wasn't consistent. That is the way to go, honestly. Because I had a girl DM me that I actually know in real life, and she was like, you inspire me to get VSG, blah blah blah. I'm gonna do it. And I told her, do not tell anybody. I told the world. It's all over the internet. But honestly, if I didn't tell the world, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. So I'm very happy that I documented my whole journey. I'm on the internet talking about it. But I tell people, don't tell their family. Don't tell the friends. Your family, your friends will be the most negative people. Put the worst, darkest fears in you. And once you start thinking a certain way, you start manifesting it. But when you feel like, oh, I'm going to do this successfully, I'm going to lose this weight, I'm going to keep it off, I'm going to be this way. Once you start speaking those things into life, they will manifest in your life. And then when you let people get in your head, you start having doubts and, I can bend down and put my shoes on. People hold the door for me, treat me better on the job, and all. It's crazy. It's so crazy how people switch up on you when you lose weight. Like, they're so sweet. They be putting your bags in the car and shit. I'm like, dang, like, y'all was treating me bogus because I was big? Like, that is diabolical. Like, people are crazy. But I'm so happy for you. Like, it literally, people don't understand. It's not the aesthetics. It's about like the ability to live, to be able to like freely tie your shoes, to be able to cross your legs, to be able to, wear a seatbelt on the plane. You remind me of Denzel Washington's wife. She was way ahead of him in life, and she saw something in him, and her encouragement pulled him up way past her, and their relationship is interesting. But honestly, somebody already told me that I'm gonna date somebody, and somebody already gave me a read that I'm gonna date somebody and I'm gonna be ahead of them in life, but they're gonna get there. So that's funny to me. Somebody told me that, and you know, so maybe my future self is gonna give somebody a chance that. But like I said, I've never been like, you have to make this type of salary, bro. Like, I'm not dictating somebody to have a certain salary or something like that. So that's not even my motto, to be honest. But the SA abuse is very obvious in you. I can see you've basically gotten past it, but you are still vigilant. Interesting. What you see? What you see? What you say? But yeah, I basically got past it. But I actually was talking about this today, so I think this is why this is coming up. I was talking to my mom about this and the fact that I want to do another video. I did put a video up of my story time of what happened to me as a child, but I took it down because, y'all, I did it very emotional. And I put this person's name in the video, and I put all his information in the description box. This person is in my family, by the way. I put all of that stuff on the internet out of emotion, and that person is crazy as hell. So I was advised to take that down. This was years ago. But that was the first time when I talked about it on the internet. Was the first time I ever had talked about it in my entire life. I was 26. I'm 29. I kept that in since I was 6 years old. I thought it was a dream, and then when I looked that person up, he was in jail for kidnapping and SAing somebody else. Okay, went through SA in California for 18 years straight. Definitely is a factor. I'm sorry that happened to you. Whoa. Yeah, it happens a lot to people that are bigger. And I feel like it definitely correlates. It definitely correlates, especially as a child, because it's like, how do you cope with something like that? If you don't have no one to talk to. I agree, Frank. I wish her promise. However, women trust their worst nightmares but refuse to heal before it's too late for her in general. Babes, I'm not healed because everyone's always healing, but I know myself. I'm very self-aware. Chocolate delicious. Thank you. I watched all your videos before I made the decision to do VSG. Best decision of my life. Thank you. Thank you for watching. I'm so happy for you. Like, I'm always so happy for everyone like that gets to experience this, because it's such a it's like a night and day experience. And I say just keep that feeling forever. Like, I always keep that feeling of being grateful forever, because as you get smaller and you get used to being smaller, some people take it for granted. And some people forget how it feels back then to be big. I always remind myself every day how it felt. Like, I could barely go up the stairs. I was huffing and puffing. Like, I couldn't cross my legs. Like, every time I can do something, I'm so happy still about it. Like, when I run, every time I run, I'm like, I can't believe I can freaking run 3 miles. Like, I can't believe I ran a 5K. Like, all that. Like, how big were you? I was 326 pounds. I was 326 pounds. People will respect you based on your level of self-respect. That's true. And some people feel like when you bigger, you don't respect yourself or you don't love yourself. I feel like, let me see. I feel like when I was bigger, I respected myself. I think that it was evident that I didn't love myself. I had a confidence that I built to protect myself. I was very confident. I was way more confident as a bigger girl than I am now. I was you couldn't tell me nothing. I had my two-piece on. I was out there. I had crop top, baby, stomach out. Nobody, I didn't care. Like I was pulling left and right. But where I realized I didn't have the self love is the type of men that I was dealing with, like dating for the potential, actually, not really having that self respect there, and also what I was putting in my body kind of showed me I didn't respect my body, but that could go back to what happened to me when I was a child, and not being used to my body being respected. So yeah, that's probably what it is. So I get why men will or people will feel that way. But some people will act like they care about your health and stuff, and they only care about your looks. And I'll talk about this in my other videos too. That these men be smashing the big girls behind closed doors and talking about them with smaller girls, because now they do that. It's very weird. Let's see. No, it's when you said he has to make more than you to handle your bills. This is what it gives impression. Oh, so I'm saying I don't expect a man to be able to pay my bills, because he would have to make a lot of money to be able to pay my bills and his bills. Like if we're in separate households, there's no man that there's no regular career man I know can pay his bills, my bills. It's just too expensive. So I'm saying, like, I'm not expecting that out of a man. What I'm expecting is him to be able to pay his own bills. So I can't keep. I'm probably gonna start skipping them questions, because baby, I think I'm reiterating too much. Stand up and do the Kendra cam. Why? Why would I do that? There's no use. You can go watch my YouTube videos though if you want to see me stand up. You want to see 360. Let's see. I'll tell you what I see in you that makes it obvious, but probably isn't best to type it here publicly. Okay. Again, I'm deeply sorry. I'm sorry. I can't read that no more, baby. My eyeballs. Y'all see my eyes getting sad? Shit. Because I got this ring light on. Oh, yeah. They'll smash an animal. That's why they got laws in place. For real, men are sick. They're freaking sick. I would say that you clearly want children and you are preparing yourself to try to achieve that. You've probably told yourself that you'll do it between 30 and 35. Actually, as of recently, no, actually my whole life I really didn't want kids. I still don't want kids, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. Will I be willing to have kids if I met a husband that I feel like he really wants kids? Sure. But other than that, I kind of start to feel like kids are a burden. I'm sorry. It's okay if you have them though. I have a goddaughter, love her to death. But after Christmas, I said, "Woo, can't wait till they go home. Love them." But you see, I got 2 dogs in here right now. It's quiet. They was barking one time during this whole life. Walk them, feed them. One is laying on the couch. Where's my other one? He probably laying by the door somewhere. He's somewhere. So, yeah, I'm not really, and then, I lost a lot of weight. It's like I gotta really be in love. Like, do I want to, you don't have to get big when you get pregnant. Like, if you're actually working out when you get pregnant, there's myths. You can work out while you get pregnant. There's a lot of people that actually strength train and stuff while they're pregnant. But yeah, me getting big for somebody's son, it gotta be, I'm married, I'm in love, like, and we want a family. But yeah, I really don't want no kids like that. I ain't gonna lie. I think I would end up having kids though, just because I feel like I'm gonna end up having a husband that wants kids. And I'm very motherly, don't get me wrong. But I like freedom. I'm like in a place right now, I'm really focused on building my career and my life. I know you are not saying it out loud. No. Okay, go to church, homie. This ain't the place for it. Period. Oh, cause baby, I can't reread that. Rereading that is making my brain hurt. I'm reading the thing a million times, and we keep referring to this content creator. Like, are we worshiping the content creator? Is he making the rules of this universe? Because I don't know Kevin. I don't know nothing he say, and I don't trust half the stuff some of these people say on the internet. They be trying to tell people certain advice, and they're not doing it. They're eating like grown-ups. Three, you think twice, save money. I don't know what that means. You can let me know in the comments what that means. One thing is I'm reading right now. I talked about this in the beginning of the live. Is I'm reading Retire Young, Retire Rich. Okay, I'm on page 239. What they say is poor people. Sorry, y'all. Say it, don't spray. Oh, kids eat a lot. They sure do. They sure do eat a lot. And daycare is very expensive. Like, if your husband not gonna let you stay home with the kid, and y'all both go to work, y'all gonna be paying. I didn't even know till my cousin had a baby. $500 a week. $500 a week. That's $2,000 a month for a kid to be watched for 5 years until they go to kindergarten. That's crazy. Or 4 years. Let's see. I think going through torment as a child makes you wary of having children. Because I'm 39 and still do not have kids. I enjoy my peace that I never get as a child. That's so true. Oh my gosh, this is crazy because this came up today. The universe always works. Like God always works in mysterious ways. But yeah, this is so true. Because I was telling my mom that like I don't feel for me, and it's not to trauma dump on people. I do this on my Less Trauma Bond podcast, but I don't feel like I was able to be a child because I was like always like the leader of my family, like making the decisions for my mom, like when she would have like mental like nervous breakdowns, deciding things as a child that I shouldn't be deciding, and being SA'd and all this type of things that's happened to me. It makes me feel like I'm finally at an age now where I'm not a parent. Like I feel like I've been a parent my whole life. And that's actually why I moved to a whole nother state because I I subconsciously I don't have to be a parent to my mom. My mom is actually very healthy now and she's been doing amazing for years now. Like for years. So since I've been an adult. So but living in another state now, it makes me feel like I only gotta worry about myself. I because subconsciously the type of person I am, I'm an empath. So I'm gonna feel like I'm a problem solver. So if you come to me with your problems, I'm gonna feel like, how can I help you? How can I solve it? I'm gonna take it on. Separating myself, got my dog, and it's been the best decision of my life. Even before I moved here, just like physically just focused on myself. And I think kids, and I also don't want to mess a kid up either. I really feel like most of these kids that are out here that are messed up, it's because they're parents. I do feel like I have been to therapy. I read, books. I'm understanding. Am I patient? I'm not patient. I ain't gonna lie. That's why I don't want no kids either. Cause if I have a kid, it gotta be a calm kid. It gotta be a quiet kid. And I don't think that's gonna happen because that's not me. They say your kids be like you, so I was annoying kids. So I know that. But I enjoy my peace too. Like I finally have peace. Kids eat a lot. Cost money. It's tough having kids these days. It's a lot. The economy. Yeah, it's the stress. Like I be seeing how stressed these parents be for real. Like trying to keep their mental together. I find eating low fat, moderate protein, high carb, whole foods the best for someone who works out most days. Fat has a metabolic slowing down effect and is also much higher in calories. Yeah, whole foods are very important. And people think that like you can't have carbs, but if you are working out pretty often, you need carbs because you need energy to burn. So it always depends on. That's why I always talk about my coaching in general. Every individual is different, and how everyone loses weight is very different. And so, the problem with people is they're not willing to like adjust. Like if they hit a stall or they've been doing the same things, it's not working no more. They don't be like, okay, let me switch this up. Let me try this. Let me like they're not trying to like alternate maybe what they're eating, how many calories they're taking, what type of workouts they're doing. They're not willing to constantly adjust. You have to constantly adjust because your body will get used to certain things. I moved to another state, was able to focus on myself and my health. Yes. It's been like the best decision ever moving to San Antonio and completely separate myself, because what happened is I actually aligned with the most successful people. Like, and actually outside of successful, they've been the most genuine people too. I've been aligning with the right people because I've had to put myself, being in a state by yourself, makes you put yourself out there. You have to go to events, kind of. If you want to make friends, you got to get out your house. Like, you got to go to events, you got to go network, or you got to like go to coffee shops. You got to explore, and it pushes you to get yourself out of your comfort zone. The more you're out of your comfort zone, the better your life becomes, because it pushes you to challenge yourself and do new things. So it's the best thing I've done. And when I went to run club the first time in San Antonio, I was petrified, I was scared. I never done a run club before in my life. Even though I was smaller at that point, I still had never ran like that many miles in the heat. And I had to push myself to be uncomfortable. My first time, I couldn't even run a full mile straight through. I had to take breaks and then sprint, take breaks and then sprint. And now I could do 3 miles straight, like with no problem. Like, so I'm all for getting uncomfortable, because in the beginning of being uncomfortable, it's going to feel exhausting. It's gonna feel like, scary and stuff like that. But once you get in there, you'll realize it's worth it. You're like Jazz. I'm like, Jazz? What does that mean? Like the music, or is that a person? So about that rotation. Oh Lord. Okay. Do you take any supplements? Yes, I do. I take calcium chews, and I take multivitamins, and I take B12. I gotta get better at my B12, because B12, you only need it once a week. And because of that, I forget about it pretty often. I like how my calcium chews taste. That's why I love taking them every day. I got the Berry Life calcium chews, and they are good. They taste like little starbursts, but they're sugar free. And they actually just made a protein cappuccino coffee too. That's pretty good, that I put on my TikTok. But yeah, do you take any supplements? Do you have any recommendations for the chat? Also, y'all, why y'all be? I don't know, y'all. I like being on live, but it be me pushing myself to get on live that be the problem. I don't know what be stopping me. Send me the private link to your essay story. Why would I do that? Why would I do that? It's gone. It's gone. I think it's completely deleted. But subscribe to my channel, because I think I'm gonna do a new one. Not right now. I gotta get some things. I gotta get some things in order. I'll tell y'all. Once I do the story time, I'll tell y'all what I need to get in order first. You gotta stay ready, so you ain't gotta get ready. Just know that. I take the bariatric advantage. I was taking that ever since I was on GLP-1, even before BSG labs are good. That's amazing. I'm so happy. Advantage. Okay, I gotta look that up. I think I've heard of it. Is that on Amazon? I'm not gonna lie, I haven't got my levels checked in a minute, but I feel amazing. The last time they were normal. But I haven't been a minute since I moved to Texas, so I need to get my life together. Do you snore? I do not. And I hate people. I hate when people snore. Like, I absolutely hate it. I have to go to sleep before people that snore. Like, I've dated people that had sleep apnea. Jesus. We already know. Yes, they have all the flavors like Berry Life. They are on Amazon. Okay. If I ever need them, a cop I'm a cop them. Berry Life be sending me my vitamins for free. I ain't gonna cap. So if it's free, it's for me for now. But if I don't ever get them free, I'm gonna definitely check them out. Cause them vitamins is so expensive. Like the calcium chews are like $30 just for some calcium chews. For people who don't eat fish, they should take omega-3 supplement. Only take whole food powders like macaroon, beetroot, etc. That's let me look into that. I want to become a little bit more like holistically when it comes to like herbs and all that. I gotta do my research. You ain't gonna do one anytime soon, but that's okay. Probably too distracting for you right now anyway. Anyways, what does that mean? I know I'm not gonna do it right now. And when I do it, I'm gonna tell y'all what I was waiting for. I'll tell y'all what I was waiting for. But it's gonna happen because I'm building a platform where people feel comfortable coming on my podcast, talking about their traumas, talking about their stories. And I'm very open about my story. I don't mind talking about it. It's about the people that's involved. Like there's a real criminal involved. There's like a real criminal, like a crazy psycho that's involved with this. So like I said, I gotta stay ready. You gotta stay ready so you don't gotta get ready. That's all I'm saying. So once the things are taking place and care of, then yeah. Okay, yes, free is better. They are expensive. I'm learning that. Yes. They is expensive. And it's like a recurring cost. So I'm like, you know what? Berry Life, yes, you can send me those. Send me those. I'm ghetto, y'all. I'll be watching baddies. So I'll be like, run me that. Run me that. I started watching baddies again, and that's so bad. Because I stopped because I was like, this is like heightening my nervous system. And then I started watching it again. I'm watching it tonight. Once I take these dogs out. Oh, actually, I gotta take the dogs out and I need to go to the gym. So shoot, I'll probably be on here for like 20 more minutes. Because I gotta go hit the gym. I like to work out on Sundays. I went to yoga yesterday. I went to this black-owned yoga studio in San Antonio. It's called their Instagram is Cornbread Yoga. It was such a like inviting environment. It's black-owned. This guy and his wife owns it. Super down-to-earth people. And if you live in San Antonio, you know there's not a lot of black-owned places. Me try, but anyone here speaks Portuguese? I don't. I'm sorry. I've been trying to work on my Spanish though. I've been trying to work on because San Antonio's full of like Hispanic people, and I swear to you, every day I meet one person that don't speak English, and I know a little Spanish. Poquito hablas español, muy poquito. I know a little bit, but not enough. Not enough. Or I be asking people, "Donde estás?" Like, where are you? And then they respond, and I have no clue what they're saying. So I gotta get on my Duolingo because I really need to know a second language. So what do y'all want to do in 2026? What's something that's on y'all bucket list for 2026? You like white guys? I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't. I'm sorry. I think they cool as friends. Like, I think they're really funny and cool. I've been on dates with white guys. I actually talked about this in my last video. I've been on dates with many white guys. I'm gonna just leave it at that. Because y'all like to say, well, what if they say they don't like black? I won't. But to be honest, like, white guys probably be in the back talking to their family like, I don't like black women. Like, they just don't tell us. And that's okay. Did you date Ed from Good Burger? Who is that? I've heard of Good Burger. Yeah, I'm terrible with the movies. I know the movie, but I don't remember anything about the movie. Cause yeah, I never had a good attention span. I'm not a movie person like that. Cause I love black women. I love that. What made you, let us know in the chat, what made you start loving black women? What about black women changed your life? Because I really be wondering, like, because there's a lot of black women too that really love like white men, you know. I'm not gonna say I'm against it. I think it has to be a little spice to them. Like it has to be, yeah. Also, has anyone ever ever dated a white man that had big lips? Is there white men with big lips out there? Because I think that sounds so superficial, but I think like as a black woman that kissed like black men, it's like it's just different. I'm just gonna say that. I'm just gonna say that. And I don't know. I can't get past the friend vibe, but they'd be cool. They'd be cool. The last one I went on a date with though, he was weird. Y'all, I gotta tell y'all about that. Let me tell y'all about that. Let me read the comments. I'm gonna tell you about that. She's in her 20s. She don't know nothing about no good burger. I've heard of it though. It got that one dude with the braids on it, right? I don't know his name, but I ain't never watched it. Some of them are sweet. They are very loyal, caring, and compassionate. I love that. Can I pin that comment? Not sure. Because black men need to start talking about black women like this. Thank you. Thank you, sir. He's talking about black women. Black men need to start. They always want to say, black women are aggressive. Okay. I'm 36 years old, white man. Your profile look like a black man to me. Well, I can barely see, so shoot. You could fool me. I'm a white man and I don't have big lips, but I have an absolute monster. Lord. Okay. Those thin lips are definitely different in the wet hair smell. I ain't say it. I ain't say it. I ain't say it. If and it's something to sweat. I'm sorry, because he said so many kind things about black women. I'm sorry. But now I dated a Hispanic man and he had like very like silky hair, you know, and his hair smelled amazing. It smelled like some elliptical or what is that? What is that mint? I still like think about how his hair smelled. Like his hair, it was therapeutic. Like now I could date me a Hispanic man. He said, oh, elliptics. I was so off. Hey, lady, don't be gullible. Every comment is not true. I already knew because I said, I know I ain't got my glasses on, but I ain't that blind. Maybe you're a white man at heart. That's all right. I've heard black women say black men can't take no for an answer. That's an interesting one. Probably. Shoot. Black men like to chase. Not all of them. A lot of them. Some of them be, but Hispanic, all the men. Actually, what I noticed is black men like to chase, Hispanic men like to chase. I never see no white men chasing like that, like they do, like how they don't take no for an answer. You probably right. You probably right. I can't even argue with you with that one for real. Cause I ain't never like all the white men that I stopped messing with for real. For the most part, they leave me be. The black men and Hispanic men, oh no, they want to have the last laugh with you. Even if they don't really want you for real. They wanna keep on chasing. But I'm not against it. I would never say never. I'm never gonna say never. Like I'll never be with a white man. Oh, yeah, let me tell y'all the story of the last date that I went on with a white man. This was actually the first time a white man has ever approached me in real life. Mind you, when I was bigger, and y'all could tell me, the white men in this chat, do y'all like big women? Cause when I was bigger, and I just talked about this in my last video, a lot of white men didn't really approach me like that. Now white men like to approach me. So I met this one white man. I met him at the bar. And why are you on this live? Raggedy. I I met him at a bar, and this was the first time that a white man has approached me in real life. Um, and he was nice. He was cool, funny. He danced in our little, what is that Mexican dance? Like, we made a line. It's like a Mexican dance thing or whatever. And he joined in. We had a good time, a ball. Okay, he is very consistent. He texted me. He wanted to take me on a date. We went on a date. Boom. The weird thing that happened on a date, I ain't gonna give y'all the whole extended story time. The weird thing that happened on a date, y'all, is I told this man, hey, I want to go up and get my drink with you. Because he was like, oh, are you ready for another drink? He was very touchy, very feely, like want to show me how to play pool, all that. Yeah. Anyhow, it's time for my second drink. He said, oh, I can go get it. Da da da. What do you want? I'm like, nah, I actually would like to go up there with you, if that's fine. And he was like, what? I'm like, yeah, I would like to go up with you because, I don't, it's nothing against you, but I really don't know you that well. So I would like to go with you to get my drink. And he's like, oh, what do you think I'm going to do? Roofie you? And when I tell you it switched like this, the way he like snapped on me, I'm like, absolutely now. Because why are you freaking out that I want to go up there and get my drink with you? So I told him, I'm like, well, this is our first date. I'm not saying this was something you would do, but as a woman, I have to be safe and I have to go up with you if you order my drink. He was like, okay, that's fine. And then he started trying to act completely normal, like he didn't just start spazzing out on me. And I told him, I was like, are you all right? Like, are you okay? And he was like, oh, what do you mean? Like, I'm just watching football. I said, no, this is crazy. You crazy. But I'm never going to see you again. And then at the end of the day, he told me how his ex-girl, tried to hit him with a car twice. Oh, no, you crazy. Ain't no girl trying to hit no man with no car for no reason. Shoot. That was the last time. And, he asked me for a kiss at the end of the day, y'all. And I guilt kissed him. This is something I'm working on. And probably because of what happened to me as a child. But I guilt kissed him. And I was like, when I tell you it was so fast, you could definitely tell that I didn't want to kiss this man. I got in my car so fast and I blocked him once I got home. I think it's a preference. If you meet a handsome man that you are attracted to, I don't think the race would matter in all seriousness. Yes, for sure. For sure. If I find a great man that treats me right and he's super sweet, race will not matter. To be honest, I did see him. And there's some fine ones. I ain't gonna lie. Hold on, let me read through all these. She definitely ran him away with that flash of crazy. I am crazy. Shoot. Oh, are you talking about the girl that ran with the car? What else do you guilt do? Asking for. I don't know what that means. Yeah, I'm crazy, but I'm not running you over with a car crazy. I don't care about no man enough for that. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I think for me to care that much to potentially go to jail and stuff like that, it'd be probably like we had to really have some kids together. Like, it really got to be something big. Like, it would have had to be like you trying to do something to me or something. Like, I'm just, I don't love no man that much that I'm gonna put myself in a predicament like that. These women be out of it. I hate when people force intimacy. I swear. Because it's like, if I wanted to kiss you and you're in my face, I would kiss you. It would naturally happen. That's another thing, though. I respect that they ask, but it is also kind of weird because I'm a people pleaser sometimes. And it's like, okay, how do I say no? Like, no, actually, I don't want to kiss you. Like, ugh. Is it itchy being black? Sometimes. Sometimes. Shit. We do be a little ashy sometimes. Get a little itchy. But y'all, you know what happened? I realized I was telling my mom this about how it's so amazing being black. Because like black people like create so much stuff on this earth. Like literally the way that people wear their hair, because of Black people a lot of times. The music culture because of Black people. Like the trends, like if you see the trends on TikTok, because of Black people. Like, come on. Let's be serious. I love white people though. I love white people. I love Hispanics. I love Asians. I love everybody. Okay? I travel the world. Okay? I what is that called too? I respect everybody's religion, culture. I immerse myself in different cultures. I try different cultured foods, you know, so note to self, she's a people pleaser. I'm a people. Nah, I'm a recovering people pleaser. So, but I leave you where you got me messed up at though. I'm a leaver, and when I'm done, baby, it's cutthroat for sure. So I'm not that nice. I'm nice, but I got my limits. We are dry. You not even Black. Ooh, y'all cracking me up. The clothes we give, everything swag. I swear, like the clothes, the aesthetics, the nails, baby. That's why I don't want to talk about on this live, but that's why they try to enslave us. Let me not get deep. Let me not get deep. But like I said, I love everybody though. We are dry as well. Lotion is the friend. But y'all can't see y'all can't see y'all ash. You know? And what's crazy is I never see white people cracking jokes on Black people for being ashy. It's always Black people cracking jokes on other Black people for being ashy. Like, that's crazy. Thank you. Like, at least y'all can't see y'all ash. We go out there, it's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get off this live. I got my dogs. Lord, I'm tired. Y'all see my eyes? I'm getting old. Hello, welcome in. Oh, by the way, y'all, the people that's in here, don't forget, okay? If you are on a weight loss journey, I do have an 8-week group coaching program that's open right now. First 10 people get the early bird discount, so make sure y'all check my community tab for that. Also, how many times a week y'all think I should go live? Like, what y'all think about this live life? I'm trying to get accustomed to it. Didn't you ask me that before? About the snoring, or was that somebody else? We are all the same. We really are. It's just like, but we all are the same, but like the division is what caused us to have well, I ain't gonna say we all the same. Actually, I'm sorry, we're not. Just because there's different cultures, because you gotta also remember that Black people come from African descent, African cultures, and Hispanic got their own type of culture, and like, let's just be honest. I mean, white people got their own culture too, like. So that's what makes us different. Is the cultures that were created, but other than that, we're all human beings. You know what I mean? Let's see. But I do not snore. That tells you it's really a Black person with a burner account posing as white. That's crazy. If you Black posing as white, that's diabolical. I can't go to sleep with dry feet or hands, even if you can't see it. You can still feel dry. You definitely can, but sometimes I be lazy. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I gotta get out of that. But like for me, after the shower, you gotta do that because it's just like when you got that moisture, that wetness, you have to moisturize after because you get dry. Let's see. You won't be old for 2 months. Don't be so hard on yourself. Wait, what is it? How did you wait? I said that in the live, huh? I said my birthday in the live. By the way, y'all, my birthday March 9th, so be on the lookout. Make sure y'all send me something for my birthday. But I'm really ready for 30, to be honest. I think 30 is gonna be my year. I think 30 is gonna be my year. For real. It depends. Do you enjoy going live? So I enjoy going live when I'm on live. It's like the overthinking aspect before going live because I think for me, I'm an energetic person. So it's like for me, for instance, my personality. If I'm hanging out with a bunch of friends for like a whole week straight, my energy gets drained. And so then I gotta recharge now for 2 freaking weeks. So the one thing I noticed for me personally is when I go on live, it's fun during the time, but I feel like I'm talking so much that I go back and I'm like, oh, Jesus, that was a long, like that was exerting my energy. Does that make sense? So then I start overthinking about going live again. But some people be on here 24 hours. That's something I would never do. That's why I don't think I would be a Twitch person like that because why would you want to be sleeping on live and stuff like that? We different as fuck. We are. Hispanics live a different life from everybody on earth. I swear, y'all, what's crazy the other day, y'all, I literally, one day I was driving Uber and somebody, like a Hispanic family, was outside slaughtering an animal in the front yard. In the front, like they even do this in the back. It was in the front yard. It was traumatizing. I get it. Like for the people that eat meat, like it's like you're eating the meat anyways, but it's like in the front, y'all could do that in the back. Like, and then when I told the person that got in the car, I was like, oh my gosh, the poor animals, they hung the animal too. I was like, the poor freaking animal. They're like, oh no, I'm glad they're teaching their kids young. That's how you gotta do it. What? Oh my gosh. March 9th, she moves from rotation to injury reserve list. Injury reserve list. Why? Because I'm a Pisces. Pisces are the best sign. Pisces is the best sign in the zodiac. Let me find out. You probably an Aquarius. I stopped using lotion once I started investing in stocks and listening to those conference calls. Most of these companies have their products contain hazardous chemicals. Go ahead and expose these companies so we know. I used to, Vaseline ain't good for you. It ain't nothing. Why is nothing in the U.S. good for you? I don't know. Everything is cancerous, has chemicals, all types of. It's just getting wild. So what's the best, shea butter or what we got left? Age 35, she get released into free agency. Virgo. Okay. I heard about y'all. I never dated a Virgo though. Where you been hiding? I've been outside. I'm just kidding. I don't want to be outside like that. But I've been working. I've been creating content and building a business. I'm tired. But hustles don't stop. They keep going. In the words of Young Thug, okay? Natural is always the move. Natural. So what you trying to tell me? You just me and Ashley all day? Like you just so you ain't using nothing. Because I gotta use something. Oh my gosh. That y'all just be that gotta be the kids talking about farts. Cause that's the second fart situation. So I think that you probably a kid. Y'all, my phone is dang near dying. Dry lips and feet. It be the worst. The feet be the worst. Look into natural ways to moisturize. I personally do not use any products. You know, I kind of start to realize in life, I start to say, you know, wherever life, the universe takes me, it's where it takes me. If, shoot, these chemicals take me out, there's nothing I can do about it. I hope not. But, you know, I'm really at the age where I don't live in fear. Like, even when people be like, oh, you know, when you do like Uber, do you be scared? They're kind of like, whatever. I'm like, bro, no, I don't care. That sounds crazy. I mean, I'm always got stuff with me and stuff like that, but it's like I I don't I don't care. Like yeah, you can't live your life in fear because you be manifesting all that negative stuff when you be now I am about health though, so I do want to like do what I can to not get cancer and stuff like that, but it seemed like a lot of stuff gives you cancer. Can I ask how old are you? I am 29. I'm 29, almost 30. I don't even know what I'm gonna do for my birthday. What y'all think I should do for my birthday? I'm already going to Mexico next year, so I would love to go out of the country, but I'm gonna be going out the country like 2 months after. So I don't know. I have to figure that out ASAP. It's 2 months away, and like maybe my friends want to celebrate with me. Life is short in general. Enjoy the experience and find purpose. Amen. That's what I've been focused on right now is purpose, to be honest. I've been really that's what I've been trying to do, like, because I think sometimes we get so focused on money and then that starts to lead our life. Because at one point money started leading my life. Like I was in career fields where like they weren't fulfilling me, but they were paying my bills. And I had bosses making me cry, like making me feel worthless. Like I've had situations, and now that I've been out of it for so long, I'm like, why would I stand for that? Why would I ever like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta live your life with purpose. Fuck them, fuck the job. Shoot, now I'm really a free spirit. I don't care about nothing else but my purpose. I'm 29. Oh my gosh. I mean 24. You're 24? You know what I've been noticing? Like I talked about this on a video. Like either men that are younger are really liking me or men that are like my uncle age. Like 45, like there's men that are like 40, 45, and then now there's men that are like 18 to 25 trying to talk to me. I'm like, where are we in the lines? I don't know what I'm attracting, but I'm attracting either very young or older than me. But y'all, I had it when this man, my Uber, this YN try to talk to me. He was freaking 18. I'm like, baby, I'm your mama. No way. You should post your Uber content. I'm seeing that's becoming a thing. And some weight loss people show what they eat in a day. So I've been thinking about doing more Uber story times because I have some crazy stuff happen a lot, like just ridiculous stuff. So I'm gonna be doing more of those story times. I don't like to record people just because, I mean, I record people because I have a dash cam, but for legal purposes, I don't want to do that to people. But I think like story times will be good. And honestly, y'all, I've been having an idea to have some of them on my podcast because they've been telling me some life stories. I be a therapist to the people that I be driving around, and I feel like that's a part of my purpose. I actually do because, last on New Year's Eve, I had a past addict in my car. I used to want to be an addiction counselor, by the way. And which I am, but now I focus on food addiction. But I had one in my car and he told me his whole life story. And, I talked to him through it, asked him in questions. I always ask intuitive questions to really help people, like very much like a therapist. And he started crying in my car and told me like he's so happy that he had met me. And I was like, I didn't make him feel judged. Like he never been able to talk to anyone about this. Like it felt like I really helped him. And that's amazing. And that made my night. Like I'm serving my purpose, like in every moment of my life. What would you think of a sushi date? I like sushi dates. I've been on sushi dates. For me, I'm not a raw fish person, so I'm very basic. I'm gonna get a California roll, if anything, or I'm gonna get some sushi. I mean, something shrimp, because shrimp is not raw. You are beautiful, and I love your energy. Thank you. Very wise for your youthful age. Thanks. Here's to uplift, not to tear down. Thank you. We love positive energy. I'm 44 is still feeling young, as you should. As I get older, I feel younger. And I feel like it's because I start taking care of my health. I just feel younger. I feel like wiser. Like it's just life is better. Even when it's not the best, it's still better, you know? You attracted men. That's what you attracted. We all like cake. I guess that's facts. Oh my gosh. People scared of 30 plus years old, except older guys. And I'm not against dating older guys. I'm not against it. Yeah, I'm not against it. But the ones that I've ran into, yeah, phew, I don't know. I just don't think they ready for me. I know when a man ready for me, and yeah. And then also then the kid factor comes in. I've been debating like, am I willing to be like a stepmom in someone's life, and then am I willing to be like second to that child? Obviously, because whoever I'm with, I want them to prioritize their child. So that's something I've been debating because I don't have any, I don't have any children. So I don't know. You a your personality is attractive as well as your physical beauty. Thank you. What does 444 mean? So 444 means it's an angel number and it means your angels are protecting you. I'm very much a spiritual woo-woo girl. Some people like it, some people don't. But that's the first angel number I ever seen. And I'm very like I'm a vivid dreamer. Like I've had freaking dreams and they come true. A lot of them actually. And my first ever this angel number, I seen it for the first time in a dream. It was random. Like I never knew nothing about angel numbers. I was asleep one day, just seen black and seen 444. Googled it and found out what it meant. And ever since then, I've been a spiritual awakened being. So yeah. I don't drink or smoke. That may be why I feel young. That's probably why. See, I've been thinking about stop drinking in general, and I know I can, but I think like the social aspect is what's going to be hard, especially in San Antonio. But I know I can do it. But I do feel like I've been thinking about it. Let's see, women mature faster than men, for sure, for sure. Jay-Z had an album title. Yep, 444, yes. And back then, I don't think I even knew what that meant. But you know what I noticed? Like a lot of people that like are like well known in the world, they're very spiritual beings. Like they're very spiritual. And it could be on either scale, good or bad. Depend on the person, but you in a gold nightgown to match that jewelry might be enough to take me out. Oh, a gold nightgown. That sound lit. I literally ain't never seen that before. That's giving boss. I need that. I need to get one of those. Cause I love gold. My favorite colors are pink and gold. I like white and gold together. But this time with my house, I'm trying to keep it very neutral, like very modern and like very like nudes and stuff. So I'm trying to stay away from like the golds in my house because I think it starts to take down the value of how your house looks. So I've been like staying away from like the gold decor, but I love gold. Champagne really in my head, gold would be a bit much. Yeah, champagne's better. Hold on, melanated skin is attractive. Thank you. Yes, melanation. Yeah, gotta have it. You know, yeah, gold is really nice on melanin skin. I just got like my first like silver earrings because I felt like okay, I don't have nothing like silver, but I don't wear silver a lot. I love gold like so much, but the one thing I'm not buying is real gold. I'm not. They done up the skull on real gold. Like back before, it wasn't as crazy as it is now. These price points now, because gold went up. I'm good, baby. I don't need to wear that to bed and all that. Silver is for men. Some girls, silver looks really good on too, but like I do notice a lot of men wear silver. Damn, Jasmine, YouTube Live. Who is that? Let me see if that is an insult or a compliment. I'm on my iPad. Let me look it up. Well, I don't know these people. I'm sure I know them when I see them, but why don't I know their name? Hmm. I'm gonna keep my comments to myself because I don't want to offend nobody at all. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not saying nothing. I'm not saying nothing. I don't know. Some of them. I don't know. Okay, I think Muslim men can't wear gold. It's a woman's medal. Oh, really? I ain't never heard that before. And I grew up with Muslims. But shoot, I don't know. They was kind of half Muslims, you know. I do have an Arabic tattoo. Do you know what that means? This is my first ever tattoo. Rogo is a great store of value. Yeah, it's good value, but the prices. The prices. I used to love, like, I used to be real bougie, y'all. Now, I'm bougie on a budget. No, I want to build. Mashallah. You think that's what that means? You think that's what my tattoo mean? Oh, let me tell y'all a little bit Arabic. I know. I don't know that much, to be honest. I ain't even gonna come up here and embarrass myself. Because I was about to do the alphabet. Because I grew up with Muslim family members and they end up moving to the South, which in the South, because I used to live in North Carolina, you don't see anybody that's Muslim ever. There's only Christians in North Carolina practically. And so when my cousins came there, they never seen people with hijabs and stuff like that. It was a lot for like my cousins, obviously, because people they do too much. And so, but I was all about like immersing and like learning about the culture. Like I've been to the masjid. I've done like the prayers. Like I know a little bit of Arabic, all that stuff, like a little bit, like just the alphabets. But I was always one of those kids. I've been to every practically sanctuary you can think of, to be honest. It means I love Zibby, pretty sure. No, it means hope. It means hope. But it is a common name. That's what I heard, that is a common name, common Arabic name. But it means hope. Because I wanted something that meant optimistic, but a different word for optimistic. Because it was too long in Arabic. So I said, yeah, we're not going to do that. So, yeah. I wanted an Arabic spine tattoo, but I'm not ready for that. But y'all, I gotta go take care of my kids, my dogs, aka. Well, my dog knocked out on the couch. Wait, what if I can flip? Let me show y'all. Look at my dog. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't woke her up. She knocked out. Oh my gosh. My baby knocked out. But I gotta go take these kids out. My other dog. Oh, he down there. Oh, he knocked out too. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for coming to my live. I really appreciate it. This is the longest I think I've ever been on live. I'll see y'all the next time I'm up here. No, she wasn't on here. I think they were practically trying to say I look like her and I don't look like her. One of my pet peeves is I hate when people compare me to people I don't look like. It's even if the person is not ugly, it's just one of my pet peeves. Like people tell me I look like Tim's. I don't look nothing like Tim's. People tell me I look like 80 from Love is Blind. When I had braids, like during that phase, I could see where they could get it from. But I was just starting to feel like as soon as I lost weight, people just start saying I look like every freaking celebrity. I don't look nothing alike at all. Like nobody, I'm Joanna, you know. I had a friend that used to be like, oh, you're my twin, my twin. That pisses me off. Oh, thank you. That pisses me off. Y'all ever had somebody? Now we ain't friends. I don't like to use the word ugly because that's such an ugly word. I think it's it's an ugly word, and I'm not an arrogant person. So, have y'all ever had somebody that was unattractive, calling you they twin, or saying that y'all look alike, or saying y'all look like sisters? That will piss you off. Like, and them doing it over and over and over, you know? My ex always said I favor boys. Well, I don't know none of these names. Y'all, okay, let me look it up. This is ridiculous. I'm looking it up. Okay. You might be fine then. Let me find out. Duh, I know who he is. Okay. That's a compliment, see? Like, if somebody say that, okay, that's a compliment. But stuff that person, I'm not, she's pretty, but I don't know, some of the pictures was a little cross-eyed. So that kind of seemed rude to me. So I didn't know if the Jasmine part was supposed to be a compliment or was supposed to be insult, because people be trying to play with me on here. So I'm not saying nothing bad about the person. I'm gonna leave it. Okay, y'all, let me get off this internet for y'all. All right, good night, y'all. Thank y'all for joining my live. Make sure y'all go subscribe to my channel, and I'm gonna see y'all next time I go live. Bye.